you know the truth, whether I tell you to lie or not. You can look at a man and tell if a man is lying or not. I can look. I don't look into the purpose shirt you got on. I look in your eyes.
Right.
I don't look into that dope ass fitted cap. You know what I'm saying? That SO got on. I don't look into the Scully you got on. I look into the eyes of the man.
Right.
And I see what's going on. And I know that at the end of the day, we all could be home with our children and our wives, but we chose to chase this dream called success that we will not stop until we get it.
That's a fact.
This hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard. Told Jim I need a bomb I could drop on you niggas. Bad boy, I'm never gonna stop for you niggas. I don't give a fuck who you got is the illest. I solidify my spot with gorillas. Now I'm rock with you niggas.
All right, we back. My expert opinion, episode 99. Ooh, just let that sit right there. 99.
I'm gonna look in the sky. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look in the sky and just let it resonate.
The 100th episode is coming soon. Stay tuned for details. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, I got my man Heineken in the building.
BK all day.
I almost forgot to mention, definitely need some interns in this month. Oh, you know what I mean? So if you're interested or you want to promote your brand or promote your products, hit My Expert Opinion Podcast at gmail.com. My Expert Opinion Podcast at gmail.com. You can put the little space, you gotta put the joint under my fingers, son. Like that should be about My Expert Opinion Podcast at gmail. I don't know how that's gonna work, but whatever. Yo, like I said, I got my man Heineken back in the building.
They calling you the king of impressions.
Who, me?
Oh, yes.
Word?
Oh, yes.
Word?
The numbers is tallying up.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
It's views and then it's impressions.
I like that.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. We gotta clap it up. Yo, shout out, we got my man Esso in the building.
Facts.
Yo,
Word up.
Esso put up a post. He was like, yo, I only been on this guy's show once, and I went viral 3 times.
Oh, yeah? Yo, listen. One time, viral 3 times, man. You know what I mean? Yo, proof is in the pudding. It happened. You know what I mean? It's technically 4 times, man. I kind of left one out because I forgot about the Lauryn Hill one that I had a little piece in it. And it's still going dumb right now.
Under $1 million right now.
There's a lot of people mad about them blue checks.
Oh.
A lot.
Yo, bro. Yo, bro. A lot of people mad about them blue checks, bro. I get a lot of angry. Yo, man, my shit real, man.
Yo, bro.
Yo, I'm not gonna say who, but it was a producer in the comments.
I know who it was and they killed him. They burnt him.
And he kept trying to say it was real.
Come on, bro. Yo,
listen,
they burnt. I'm not good. They burnt him down.
So, there's this blogger called DNA Tooth.
Oh.
He went through all the battle rappers' pages, exposed all of them niggas. Yo, Beasley, I'm sorry. Oh my God! I don't know why you did that though. I don't know why you did that, but I'm sorry. Okay. It is what it is.
Yo, these niggas have been ran form to death. Yo, they ran form for 99.
We're gonna have to call you the impression god now.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Yo.
And you know what's crazy, man? We got the hack. Because people thought we made this up. But you know where we got the info from.
Right.
So when people found out, they're like, oh, shit. So if you really want your blue check to be real, hit us up. Because since this is episode 99.
Just tell them how to get their shit real.
Wait. No, don't tell them nothing. Don't tell them nothing.
My expert opinion podcast at gmail.com.
Since this is episode
You
99.
can be verified too.
For $99.99, we can help your glue check be authentic.
Yo, listen. Shout out to the subscribers. Shout out to everybody who's been watching the show. We came a long way. Woo! But I gotta say, shout out to Philly. Shout out to Philly. I get so much love from Philly, it's ridiculous. So this show tonight was very important to me because we sitting here with a Philly legend. You heard? Major Figgaz. Dutch is in the building.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, salute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You miss a spade, but
Salute.
you know.
Salute to the figure, salute the spade, though, man. When I'm around, everybody else around too. That's how we move.
That's a beautiful thing.
You know, we go down in history as the only group that have never tried to go against each other on social media.
That's dope. That's dope.
Think about it.
What do you attribute that to?
You're not the only group.
Well, not the only. I
could get that crowd to the locks too.
That's my big brothers. So we all like damn near, salute to my big brothers.
That's a good one.
I learned that from them. We learned things like that from guys like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's the one thing I could say about, just to touch on the culture and Major Figgaz. We just would never do that. And we attribute that to personalization and never dehumanizing yourself for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
That's dope.
And we cut out right there, you know what I mean?
So where do we start?
It's so much.
Why you let Ja Rule smoke you in the battle, bro?
Oh, man.
Yo. So listen, right?
Yo, you was there for that?
Nah, I don't even know. I don't know nothing about this.
You don't know nothing about that? Okay, all right, cool.
So listen, right? It's a myth that was started.
A myth.
Yeah, it was started by Ja.
Like Greek mythology?
Yeah, it was.
Because,
it's
Okay.
It's a fib.
It's a fib.
It's a fib.
So Ja was pump faking.
Like Steph Curry. Ja, I love you. And I want to say this on record. Anybody within the years of 2014 to now that I may have offended or, rubbed the wrong way. I lost my mother in 2014. In between those years, I was doing a lot of things that were just not me. You know what I'm saying? And I apologize to you if I did rub you wrong way in that time. You know what I mean? So,
My condolences, first of all.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna get to that area of the conversation.
So I appreciate that, brother. So I remember what Ja was talking about. We were, it's a lot of, tours that come through your city.
Right.
At the time he was talking about, we were raging at that time. I'm talking about, no artists that came from our era were known just for their music. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You were known for what you did in the game.
Right.
The people you pulled up on, the people who heard you rap. Everything was word of mouth. It wasn't like, we didn't know social media at all.
Right.
So from, where we come from in Philly, we come from a small neighborhood called Erie Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Where it was just, we were the best out of our area that we felt as though let's come together.
Right.
But at that time, he was talking about, me and Spade were signed to entertainment at the time. So we had the verses that you spit were the verses that you had from the shit that you had.
Right.
I'm not saying Ja was whack. I'm just saying that he wasn't spitting that street shit like that to me. Not that shit that we was spitting, the dead man walking shit, the I love being a gangster shit. Them the type of verses I know that if we ever had any type of cipher, which I call it, it wasn't a battle, it was a cipher.
So you spitting J-Lo verses?
He was, you know what I mean? Yeah, he was, I mean, but, and you know what's so crazy? Yeah, what's so crazy is Ja as an artist, salute to him.
Incredible.
Incredible. But when it come to that hunger that I had at that time, I can't let you misconstrue what it was. It was a cipher. It was Philly people there. You were rapping, and you may have felt outnumbered, but nah, bro. It
wasn't
never,
a battle?
It was never no battle. It was a cipher. Niggas was spitting, and at the end of the day, he was popping at the time. So when he was rapping, it was more so niggas paying attention and you around Philly niggas.
Right.
But it was a cipher going on.
Who else was there?
I was just about to ask that.
Everybody, bro. Everybody was there. Like every nigga that was popping was there. The Locks, you know what I mean? The Figgaz, State Property, everybody was there. Eve was there.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So he said that Eve was the only one that came downstairs and helped him.
Helped them do what?
Like in the battle.
Like, so they were merging together.
This is crazy.
So it was just a bunch of Philly dudes
Yeah.
in his mind going against
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that
And he asked Eve for help against Philly niggas?
No, nah, chill.
Oh, no, I'm trying to understand.
That's what he was basically implying.
Right.
So my thing is this, right? Okay, with all that being implied, no disrespect to Eve, that's our sister. We
Yeah,
love
of course.
her.
Right.
But we had Bianca. We would have sent Bianca to go ahead and do what you do. We don't duck no wreck when it comes to this music.
Right.
At that point we were young and vibrant. Stop it.
It's
Ja.
just different days.
Yeah.
Now he said this on Drink Champs, right? You guys had a back and forth on Instagram.
we was going back and forth, like talking crazy.
But what did he say on Drink Champs exactly?
You know them niggas Dutchie Spade?
You gotta do the voice. You gotta do the voice.
Yo, you know them niggas Dutchie Spade? Yeah, I remember being in Philly. It was a cipher, a rap battle. I was battling all the niggas from Philly, and I murdered every last one of them. And Nori said,
Murder ain't.
Dutchie Spade? Man, nigga, you crazy. Salute to Nori. He said that. Though.
Wow.
Nori was like, nah. Then I hit Kiss. Cause you know, like I said, that's my big brother. I hit Kiss. I'm like, Kiss, what's up with this guy, man? He was drunk. You know what I'm saying? He's like, Kiss keep it a stack. He was drunk. I said, that still don't make no excuse for it.
Ain't no excuse.
You know what I mean?
He's talking shit.
And guess what Kiss hit me back with? Absolutely right. You know they don't play no Kiss and them don't play no bull.
That's crazy.
So it's like, yeah, but he was he ate Cap'n Crunch that morning. I don't know what was going on, but
You said Captain Crunch.
yeah, he was eating Cap'n Crunch. I don't know what's wrong with him. Salute to Jado. Keep
Salute
doing
to
your
Ja
thing.
Rule. Salute
But
to Ja Rule.
we never battle, and if you want to do that,
No,
let's see that now.
Yeah?
I'm
Come
still
on, man.
active.
Well, Ja is a music rapper. He
Yeah.
ain't a battle
I'm a music
rapper.
rapper.
Yeah, but you know
He's
what?
not a battle
Even music
rapper.
rappers don't like to hear that. Like if you was to tell them, you a music rapper, you not no deep down inside, I know
They
a
wanna
nigga
be a
be
battle
like,
rapper?
what?
Mace,
You think I
Mace
can't
said
do
I
it?
was murder. P. Diddy made me
did.
put.
Right.
He
Yeah,
still
but
wanted
some
to
nigga-
keep the murder.
Some
Right.
niggas can do both, okay?
Right.
Some niggas can rap, and some niggas can battle niggas and say slick shit. And when I say rap, I'm just talking about
So you don't think Ja
making
could do
songs.
that?
No, I'm talking about making songs.
Right.
If I'm gonna go bring Ja Rule out to come play, and we gonna do something, pause, I'm gonna say, yo, it's about songs that he has created or creating songs. If I'm gonna pull out, say, yo, I want you to go bar for bar with somebody, for me, and I got no problems with Ja, nothing, he wouldn't be the guy that I would go get to go spit
Oh, you gotta
bars.
remember, Ja Rule was in a group with Jay-Z and DMX.
He wasn't battling them, though.
He wasn't battling.
He wasn't battling,
But those
he was
Murdergram
working with
records,
them.
Epic record. See, that's what I'm saying. But you have to know when to hold them and when to fold them. And when you start to go on shows, because I'm not, I haven't gotten the opportunity to do any great podcast such as this one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you giving me this opportunity to tell my side of it. I just want to be honest and truthful and say, Ja, come on, bro. It was a cipher. You may have came up on a bad end of it. Shit, a lot of rappers came up on the bad end of it.
Yeah, because you're saying
Bleak
the
came up
Lox
on the
was there.
bad end of it.
Memphis Bleak?
Memphis Bleak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drag On, which is my brother. I made him go home from the studio.
Wow.
Jumped in the cab and left me and the Figgaz. Like,
Wow.
the Figgaz had a run where it was like, it was a guy on y'all show that was talking about like the battles and shit like that we had. We were coming up. Remember, he said we was coming up looking for blood.
Who was it?
It was somebody else on the show that had said that, and he was like, yeah. When the Major Figure niggas was coming up here, they was coming up here looking for blood.
Oh, Philly. Matter of fact, it was I think it was Reed.
No,
Reed.
it was somebody from New York, and I forgot his name or what group he used to be with, but it was a rap nigga. You'll be able to find it. It's your fucking show, you know. Yeah.
Rock?
No, it was. I think he was with Fendi and them.
Arliss. It was Arliss.
Arliss.
Arliss was talking about that. Yeah, Arliss Michael. Shout out to my bro, Arliss Michael.
I watched the show.
Yeah,
bro.
that's
Like,
dope.
I watched
That's
the
dope.
show,
Yeah.
bro. Like when I say I love the culture, I love this shit. Like this is a part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? When you got real guys like yourself who don't have to talk to guys like me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could just let people be artists and just, you know, you.
No, I love this shit too, man.
Yeah.
I love this shit too. Yeah. But within that cipher, you said the Lox was there. You said State Property was there.
Uh-huh.
And the Figgaz was there.
And Most Wanted. Yeah, Bubonic and Mr. Man. They had that song Cross the Border. And you know, they were signed to Neptunes.
That's a tough cipher.
Yeah, it's a tough cipher,
To
but
be
it wasn't like, that's what I'm saying. Nobody was directing nothing to nobody. It was just,
We all
you
gonna
go,
rap.
you go. It's just when niggas got unlimited bars, that's when it become a dog fight.
Right,
You feel what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Let's
'Cause
see who
now
gonna-
everybody
let's see
trying
who
to
gonna
get
drop out.
the last word. Everybody trying to get the last
And that's
verse.
what it was about back then. How many bars do you got?
Unlimited.
And
I miss those days.
and
man.
yo, what the difference was too, Dutch, was niggas was hooked up together through
Yeah.
producers, through cliques. So he was with Ja Rule and them a lot. It wasn't like that they saw them niggas one time. They saw them niggas smoked up with them niggas. They was with them all the time. So ciphers back then was breaking out, like X would come out the back and there'd be a bunch of niggas who ain't got no records out. You know what I'm saying? And jump in the cipher with niggas.
Right.
Yeah, but
be
and it's
spitting.
it's like all right, it's like this, right? So it's crazy, but it's like, you know, like I said, when Bleak and us had the situation that we had, it was more so fun to run up on somebody and be like, yo, come on, let's step over here. Let me hear what you got. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you hear what I got. That's the type of shit that was going on at that time. So I caught Bleak and Philly at a party. Come on, let's walk over here. We go in there. Oh, shit. Yeah, you gonna respect these bars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Drag On, it was a come up Rough Riders and, you know, nah, we ain't going for that. Kiss took us to every hood in Yonkers to battle every nigga in Yonkers. Murdered them.
What place was like or what group or what entity
Yeah,
was
what
like
do you remember the most?
dog fight for you? Like these niggas got bars. Was it Siegel? Was it niggas from New York, Cali?
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Somebody you had to say, yo, this is a
It was the Siegel shit, the Major Figure State Property back and forth shit. That was when it was like, cause we all knew each. See, you gotta remember, Beans and all of us started together. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it was like when, you know, we were all supposed to be a group. Us, Jay-Z, and Beanie Siegel. It was the Dynasty. That's what Jay came up with the idea to call it the Dynasty. And we did that record, the P, the H, the I. We did that shit. And when Jay walked in and heard everybody, he said, nah, we did Dynasty. And I wish I could have saw that vision back then, bro.
Well, let's take it back to the beginning. Growing up in Philly, what was it like?
Me being a mixed kid, it was rough because
Mixed with?
What I know now is my father's father was from Venezuela.
Shout out to Venezuela.
My mother's father was Irish and black, so it's like.
Oh, we might have a little relation right there. Yo, what's up, man?
My last name Walker.
My last name Edwards, but my great-grandfather was an Irish butcher in the islands.
You see, my people.
How the fuck he got to the island?
That's how it's always like. That's what Jamaicans.
Sailors was jumping shit.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Like both lines, both of my lines come from like overseas, but they were sailors and they just stayed in Barbados. They just jumped off the boat.
You know what they said?
They said, fuck it, we staying here.
An Asian is the only person that can go anywhere in the world and it don't look crazy. Think about it. They have Chinese restaurants in the hood and we never think about it.
We not getting back into this conversation.
Oh yeah. You like, think about it. They could go anywhere in the world. You never be like, what's some Chinaman doing here?
He just becoming.
I had nothing to do with this conversation.
Okay. It's an inside joke.
It's an inside
joke. Oh, my bad. We had earlier. He was convinced. I told him, you know, I had a hard time finding this phone in the city. Like, I went to mad different spots, couldn't find the shit or whatever. And he was like, yo, why you ain't ask, you know, our mutual friend that's Asian? And I was like, what? What am I?
How did you say that? I heard y'all
I
talking
didn't
about
mean it like that, though. And Math did exactly what he's doing
like
now.
that.
He fucking cried
He
on
meant
the
it
phone.
like that.
And it wasn't like that.
I was on the phone dying. He was like, nah, but even if he don't know,
No, he
I know
the
somebody in his
plug.
family. I was
the
like, no, he said nobody in his family.
Hey,
some more over there.
Yeah,
ooh,
definitely.
we got SO and drinking?
Yeah,
no.
What?
And he
I'm
drinking
off my
Henny.
diet right now.
And he's
bro.
drinking Henny.
I'm off my diet, bro.
So getting back to it,
Yeah,
Irish and Venezuelan.
So I had my mother and my dad were like, my dad was in the army, so we would move around a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it was like just moving around and, you know, just waking up being like an army brat. And my dad was like, and still is, the most sternest person that I know. So it was like, you know, but he worked hard. So we had everything that we, you know, wanted. And my mother was just like a great homemaker. Like my dad went to work, my mom made sure dinner was on the table every night. You know, I grew up with like the structure, but then by the time I was like 14, my dad and my mom separated. So it was like, that shit crushed me because, you know, I'm the oldest of three. And my dad, like, that's my best friend, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and my dad used to make money with each other when I was 6 years old. He would bet motherfuckers that I couldn't do 100 push-ups. He's teaching me every day how to do these joints, though. So we had like a motherfucking, you know what I mean, like a little situation.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we would make a lot of cash doing that. I probably do like 500 push-ups a day. You know what I'm saying? We walking around the neighborhood and he betting motherfuckers that I couldn't do it and I would do it. So, you know, like I said, we moved around a lot and went to Erie Avenue. And when I got to Erie Avenue, that's where it all just like my life started to change. I got tired of people picking on me. I got tired of people, you know, bothering me. And I just took that one step off the steps.
Never look back.
Hold on. Let me get this straight. People was picking on you,
Yeah,
but you could do 100 push-ups.
yeah. They ended up on the bad end of that.
Yeah,
It was crazy. The first time that I really had to display my ability to defend myself, I'll never forget it. I was in science class. It was this kid named Mark. Mark, fuck you too. I'll knock you the fuck out of here. I ever see you again, nigga, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out of here. He called me a spick. I didn't even really know what that was. You know what I'm saying? But it just hurt, like the way he said it, and everybody in the class laughed, and I just turned that shit around. And you know the science tables, they be like,
Yeah,
he
man.
went clean under that bitch. I ain't had a problem.
Promises.
No, that right hook was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I never got beatings growing up. I had to fight my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like we would go in the basement, pick gloves on until I was probably like he left at 14, but he would stay, you know, coming to see us and things like that. So my mother had called him. I did something wrong, and she called him to, you know, basically reprimand me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, chastise your son.
Right.
and we was 17 and we put the gloves on that one last time and went in the basement. And I remember he threw something, I slipped under it and came up with the hardest right hook that I could, perfect. And my dad was like, you got it. I said, got what? He said, no, you got what I was trying to teach you, but listen, you gotta listen to your mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? I turned that shit over.
Now it's time to talk and negotiate.
Yeah, now it's time to because at this point,
okay?
I didn't even know this shit hit me. You know what I mean? I didn't even know I threw it that fast.
Right.
I just got tired of this shit. Like, you're not gonna keep taking me in the basement, bro, and beating the shit out of me.
Right.
I'm going through this shit since I was 14. I'm a pro fighter by 17, like
Right.
we gonna go at it.
Right.
And I turned that shit over, boom, Dad was like, I love you, Dad, too, man. Thanks for teaching me how to be a man.
Right.
His shit was like this, listen, man, you got it, all right? Listen to your mom, please, man, because I can't, we can't do this shit no more. Next thing, we to the pistols with this shit. We popping and shooting out outside that motherfucker, straight up.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah, but, you know, so, by like 17, 8 years old, me and my brother made our first record. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just trying to rap. My uncle Beast and shit. He always would make beats and shit in the crib, and he had wrote this song for us and shit. And we did it. You know, we do.
Is that the bars you spit against Ja Rule?
Nah. I was polished by then. My shoes was crazy shine. You know what I'm saying? Like I had on. And I remember the day that Ja was talking about. I had on an iceberg sweatsuit and some Pradas. And you know.
So that meant the bars was lit because you had
How could you
iceberg
miscarry? I got it from up here at Alligators next to Apollo.
Because he came with the Prada, I mean, the bird on his bars was lit.
Yeah.
Then I did a shirt with
No, I ain't there no
You
more.
ain't wearing the
I know when
bird if
they
your
left.
bars ain't lit. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna get robbed for your birds if your bars ain't lit.
No, but I'm telling you, it's
You
just
know?
like when you hearing Hov and all these other people talking about this iceberg and you seeing it in videos, if you ain't got it on and you rapping, like back then we was rapping about getting money, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
it.
That's it.
It was all about getting money. Puff and them changed the
Except
game with that
X.
get money talk.
Except-
You
yeah.
know what I'm
X
saying?
changed the back, but everybody else
I
was
mean,
getting money.
even Kiss talked that
Iceberg shirt with ice along with it.
Right, like, so when you,
Yo.
I got that shit on.
Yeah.
You might not know me like that, but you gonna know me when I'm done with this shit.
I already looked the part.
What did the first record sound like?
We was fire little kids. Yeah, it's the S to the P, U-N-K-I-E, Spunky, and I'ma get funky. So listen, silly rabbit, you got a habit of saying that I'm a bad boy and I broke your kid's toy and took your girl's arm and joy. I don't be living like that, so just leave me alone. Hey, yo, Chip, what up? I pass you the microphone. My brother jump in. You know what I'm saying? I was 8 years old, that's 88, my nigga.
88.
88, my nigga. That's when I'm watching my uncles in the Sergio Tacchini sweatsuits pulling up with 15s in the back seat, and you hear, you know what I mean?
Wow.
88.
You hear
tell
that
him
shit
set it
on.
straight.
Elvis was a hero the most. But, I mean, you just,
Yeah, right,
you know what I mean? What? What? I'm lit at that time. You hear me?
Those was the Black Bart Simpson T-shirt
Yeah,
days.
yeah. That.
With the leather.
Word,
African
African
look.
joint.
Oh.
I had
that-
the clock though.
You had the clock.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
from Philly. We had the clock.
Philly
You
niggas
had
had
the
the clock.
We
Crazy.
had the clocks.
My
Flavor
moms
Flav.
wouldn't let me wear the clock.
Me not. Me neither.
Listen,
Pop was too dookie.
I had a
Word.
clock, bro. I had a clock. My mom
Wow.
was that type of mom. She was like, they eat that shit on TV.
Shout out to Public Enemy.
Yeah. Oh man, shout out.
That
to
impact
yeah,
is
what?
crazy.
Listen,
Different.
At that
Way
time,
different.
mid crack era. Shit is wild.
And they
in the
was
streets.
talking about that type of shit in a political way, and it's crazy. Chuck D.
Out of here. People don't talk about
it,
Chuck
it,
D
it,
enough.
it gave us something else to look at aside from what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
Flav.
it meant something when you
Was
saw
like
them,
my
them
icon.
African colors on the
There
T-shirts
was
hung up
mad
with all
drug
that.
shit going
There was
on, man.
mad drug
This
shit
drug
going
shit
on.
was everywhere,
Yeah,
son.
that
Like,
shit's crazy.
mad. Just thinking back about it, you didn't even realize what PE was doing for you. Because when we think back about it, like seeing this shit now is nothing like compared to the drugs, the crack. When the crack came through, everything changed. Niggas thought coke and dope. When that crack came through,
I couldn't go out. I couldn't go 2 steps
Yeah.
without seeing at
Crack
least
vial.
20 vials.
yes.
Even traveling through
Everywhere.
the city was tough.
Everywhere.
So
Everywhere.
do you like you know about Philly like because we got areas that like could call the Badlands, right? And that's where my family's from. So we had my family was actually like they had a I don't like to say gang, they had an organization back in the day called the Zulu Nation in Philadelphia.
Right.
And it was like, you know, when I came outside, I'm outside and I got on, you know, what my uncles had on. Everything they had on, we would have on. I had big ass earrings, 4-finger rings, all that shit, you know, Puerto Rican motherfuckers. They getting to it.
Right.
And I never forget the first time I experienced the hustle, to see the hustle. It was a guy named Chicago, may he rest in peace. Chicago was getting so much money, you know what I'm saying? And this nigga was snorting so much coke at the time. He could take a napkin and push it through his nose and pull it out the other side.
Get the fuck out of here, yo.
Bro, I'm dead fucking
I don't,
serious,
I don't think you capping. I'm saying get the fuck out of here. Like, what the fuck,
So
nigga?
then when I'm coming outside in that neighborhood, I'm looking on the ground, it's like bundles of fucking gaps, like, and it's lines of people buying this shit back in the 80s. When that shit hit, it fucked up my family, it fucked up everybody's family.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was crazy, bro.
That shit was different.
That shit was different, nigga. I still remember coming out the fucking door in my building, and all you could smell is the crack coming from the staircase, nigga.
Smell like wet ass.
Niggas don't even understand.
Barbecue
Niggas don't even
chicken and wet
understand.
ass.
Yo, and the crackheads will leave the door open. You gotta close the door.
door.
Like, come on. Like, you yelling down the hallway, like, chill the fuck out, nigga. Like, close the fucking door if you gonna smoke crack on the step, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That shit was
they light up
different.
anywhere.
And the crackhead that thinks she still look good was crazy back then. Remember when you
this-
first seen
look,
that
doing
one?
this shit. Doing this
Yo,
shit.
and talking about acting like that you want to buy that and all that.
No,
That
they had
shit
some of the
was
best
crazy.
pussy back in the day,
titty
though.
hanging out.
You ever hear some? They had
Yeah.
some of the best pussy back in the day, though. I ain't gonna lie. Well, 1 week out of rehab, we was knocking you down. You hear me? I had SPADE as a motherfucker. You hear me? If you never fucked a crackhead, you ain't a street nigga. No! Bottom line.
I'm not a street nigga.
Get the fuck out of the street, man. You never got a dick sucker, jerk off, or nothing from a crackhead.
No.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm a hood nigga, not a street nigga.
Cokeheads, yeah.
It's the same shit. They
hell
smoking it in the hard
Hell no.
It is not.
Hell no.
It is not.
A week
is
out of
not.
rehab, a crackhead look better than some of these
fuck
video
outta here.
bitches.
Models do coke, nigga.
This nigga
Yeah.
bugging.
No, listen, I'm not fucking
Back
what I'm
then,
saying
A
to you. is
crackhead and a cokehead
A
is
week
not the
out of
same
rehab, the bitch is back. She's back.
This nigga, he from Philly. That's some Philly shit.
She thick as a peanut butter sandwich. She back.
Oh, shit. Yo, the nigga said, that nigga wound out.
He said some of the best. Yo.
No, I'm telling the truth.
This
What's
nigga
up?
said you ain't a street nigga unless you fucked a crackhead.
nah.
My first blow
Niggas do that. Niggas do that. Niggas do that. I'm not a street nigga.
This long for me to realize I'm not a street nigga.
No, you're a street nigga. Listen, you did some shit that was street niggerish. You hear me? So what I'm telling you is, my first time getting some top from a chick, it was in 1992. I was like 12. There's this crackhead lady that used to, you know, be around the neighborhood.
Yeah,
but-
cheeseburgers.
No, she just was, she went to rehab. She had just came back home. And me and my homies would be outside. She was like, come here, y'all, I want to show y'all something. And her mouth was the hottest, wettest mouth I've had. Yeah, I miss you, baby. Wherever you at, we clean you up and get your head right.
He said, come on.
And I hope
I
you
want
ain't
to
got
show
no
y'all
teeth.
something.
Look, I hope you ain't got no teeth.
Yo.
No, it was. I'm just saying. Back in the day, that's what it was.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yo, Heineken,
That's what
you
it
a
was.
street nigga or a hood nigga?
I'm not a street nigga, period. However, I got a family member, he a street nigga.
I know plenty of Oh, no. My Dutch's definition of street niggas. I don't play them.
I got a family member. He's an active street nigga.
Don't judge me.
He's an active. He be like,
to this day.
oh, he's an active street nigga. I couldn't say who.
Listen, all I'm saying is, no, listen, that shit stop when you get older. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Oh no, these niggas don't want to stop. I be like, what are you doing, bro?
no.
They active street niggas.
Listen, this shit ain't even hit the 2000s. Is what I'm saying. It ain't even, this shit ain't getting to the next millennium. Like, you young or you just on some you and your homie shit.
Yeah, facts.
It wasn't like I fell in love with them or nothing. It was just like they had some good shit back in the day.
Understood.
You fell in love from back in the day though when you was 12. And you got your dick sucked more than once by her. And you got your dick sucked more than once.
How many times you want to cross the street?
Yo.
How many times you been a street nigga?
From 92 to 96?
Nigga, trying to put a number on it.
Once he
Trying to put a number on it.
Once he got the iceberg, he stopped being a street nigga.
No, before that.
Okay.
Iceberg was a...
Way before that. And
That
it was more so like, she was like a freak John back in the day. You feel what I'm saying? So it was like, it was a freak John, like on the tip, like she wasn't old. I didn't know she was fucking with crack at this point.
Nah, I get where you coming from.
But she was just wanted to, basically chop some young niggas off. You feel what I'm saying? That's what,
So basically, you're saying, basically Math and Heineken, he's saying he got topped off well more than one time by the crackhead.
Yeah.
That's what he's just trying to
That's
explain.
not what I said.
I didn't know.
We're not
We
going
gotta
to
put
change
it
the
up on
narrative on this.
It is what it is.
I enjoyed that one time, and if I was to see her, I would give her a thumbs up and say, you taught me what to look for and a top.
Okay.
That's it.
Beautiful.
And a lid. Hey.
She had teeth, right?
She had nice
okay,
teeth.
cool.
She was just starting.
All right.
It was like,
She was just starting
As
crack.
long as you didn't catch her on the tail end of it. The tail end.
No, hold up. This one we not gonna do right now. I told my truth. Some of the people ain't gonna like what I say.
Never.
They not gonna love what I said. But it's my life and I share it the way the fuck I choose to share
That's a
it.
fact.
And I'm sharing it with y'all because at the end of the day, I'm not a liar. She did it. It was good.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Word. Bang, bang.
God bless you. Thanks for coming out. Good night. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even supposed to be doing it anyway.
Right.
I mean,
Wow.
listen. I still remember a police captain pulled me over when I had like this fat horse sucking me off. Right there on that. So,
Now that right there, see what I'm saying? How many times have you been a street nigga? Because that's some street nigga shit.
fat whore over a crackhead? I don't know.
A fat whore is equivalent to a
Fat
crackhead.
whore.
Wait.
Yeah.
You said fat whore. Like you was paying her.
No.
No.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
she was
Did
just-
you, now, was this a solicitation into prostitution or was it just a fat whore?
Or was she
No,
really
she
fat?
felt pussy, and then she's like, yo, you gonna pay me? I'm like, no.
How big is fat?
Did you get her anything to drink?
Math. Ask
Anything
him,
like that?
Math. Ask him how big is fat.
I would
Ask him,
say
Math.
she's at least 190, 200-ish, but she's short. So she's like 5'3".
You had a sludge. You had a fudge brownie, huh? You had a fudge brownie, man. You hear me? He had a fucking fudge brownie.
Snorlax.
Boy, it's crazy.
Nigga had a Snorlax.
And then I told, so what happened?
Snorlax.
So then I'm driving, and then the police captain pulled me over. So my beef is out. So he walked into the car. I took my hat off.
Where is this going?
This was in Brooklyn, yeah.
He said his beef.
Yeah, she was stopping me off, and then he pulled over. And I said, oh shit, my shit's still out. Oh shit, threw the hat on. And he's like, you know why I pulled you over? I was like, no. He's like, your light is out. I was like, okay.
That was that.
That was it.
Now get back to chopping. Look,
Now
look,
get back to your
come here, Biggie
200
Smalls.
pounder.
Look, come here,
5'1",
Biggie. Come here,
200
Biggie.
pounder.
Look, he said
If
she
he's gonna
was.
be honest, I gotta be honest.
He said she was Biggie
So
Smalls.
everybody being honest.
Oh, no.
Everybody being honest.
Come on, street
I
nigga.
had this Indian chick in the
Right.
back seat of my ex's car.
Talk heavy.
Police pulled up,
Talk heavy.
hit us with the flashlight.
Talk heavy.
I jumped up like, oh, lethal weapon.
You was on a stakeout that night, huh? You was on a stakeout.
Shorty didn't have an ID,
Oh.
And we almost went down because that area was known for underage prostitution. But
So you almost caught a motherfucking
almost. Nah, she was of age. Like, you know, she was my age. But she just, you know what I mean?
Look young.
And they was like, you ain't got no ID, how I know, blah, blah, blah. Them niggas just fuck with me. They just let me go.
That was a
And then we
blessing.
went back to work.
That was a no. She went back to work. You
Oh no, we both went to
you
work.
just
baby.
was the supervisor. Like you was the supervisor. Y'all was at the same job. She was working though.
But yo, it happened.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you. Shit, listen, I told you.
She wasn't 5'1" and 200 pounds though.
Hell no, she was gorgeous. Indian joint, gorgeous. Hair
Indian
down the
chicks stay
head,
with wet
hair
pussy,
down the
too.
head.
Yeah, the chick I was talking about favorite song was Rob Bass. I want to rock right now. Fuck what they talking about. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Oh, my fault.
I ain't got none of that.
You don't got none of what?
I ain't got none
Listen,
of
we
that.
all got fucking
I ain't
wives.
got no
Don't do that. Well, I got a wife.
Niggas know I'm married, and my wife know I've been dirty as fuck, okay? My man right here
I
can
see
attest
your
to
eyes
that.
looking up. He was like,
Listen, I can't say how I feel on camera because
So you
he
never
says,
did nothing dirty. Like
No, I did dirty shit, but I don't fuck with no fat bitches, and I don't do none of that. Like, nah, nigga, I spend my money. I'm going to the telly, my
Right.
nigga.
You
And
know
I,
I-
you know what I'm
you
saying?
was young.
I
Hold
was
on,
young.
you do
Even
know
when I
I
was
know
young.
you. How long I
yo,
know you?
You know when I was young,
How long
I had
I know
a
you?
couple dollars, nigga.
How long I know you?
At least 20 years.
So it wasn't one time we was in Miami and these girls from Detroit was doing what they was doing.
I mean,
and
I fuck, yo, listen. All right,
Street nigga.
we not talking about that. Are we talking about pay for pussy? Yeah, pay for
Street
pussy.
nigga shit.
No,
every nigga done
I
did that.
pay for pussy. I'm just saying I ain't paying for no
There's
fat
some niggas
bitches.
ain't never paid for pussy.
They would catch me in the car with the
bro,
flash.
there's some niggas ain't
but then I
never-
rock off and pay for pussy. Yeah.
There's some niggas never paid for
I'm
pussy.
proud to pay, nigga, on my other
It's
show, I
not,
said I
bro.
paid for pussy, paying for
Well,
pussy.
yeah, you know what?
is the
You're right, because if you buy a bitch an egg roll, you pay for some pussy.
No, nigga, I'm talking about how much are you, nigga? How much do you cost? Paying for pussy for me
how
has
much are
been enjoyable.
Hold on, say that again, okay?
I
Don't
asked
say
him-
how
No,
much
when I
are
used
you.
to- When I
he
used to
said,
pay-
how much are you,
No,
nigga?
no,
Don't say that like that. Don't say that. Don't
This
stop
nigga,
touching me when you say
everybody
that.
know what's up.
I know they know what's up, but you touching me and saying, yo, what the heck? My expert opinion says you pause.
You drinking too much. You drinking too much.
How you tell me how much
Get
you
this
cost,
nigga
sir?
off the drinks, man. No more drinks for this nigga.
wait. We getting way off the subject.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, your first song was with your brother.
Yeah.
Fast forward. Dutch and Spade.
Right.
You guys became a group.
Yeah.
And like a week after that, you had a situation.
Yeah. It's a guy in Philly by the name of Stevie G. Salute to Stevie G, Sadiq, and Roller. Roller was the guy that Hov was talking about. Got a plug named Roller out in PA. Roller and all of those guys were like the guys, and Daoud Bey. I can't forget my brother Daoud Bey, Tifi Bey's uncle. They all were like the liaisons for like when Hov and them would come to Philly because they was the niggas that was getting to the bag. You know what I'm saying? With, the properties and them having, just being niggas that when they pop out, they got on what you got on. You got on a rollie, they got on a rollie. You know what I'm saying? So we had a huge cipher at Stevie G crib, Most Wanted, Beanie Siegel, all of us. And what we didn't know at the time was they were hand picking, you know what I'm saying? Like who they was gonna take to this label, who they was gonna take to that. Beans shit was more so already etched in stone because Beans was so fucking just dope. Like that's one of my favorite rappers, bro. Like Beans is one of my favorite.
Shout out to
niggas.
Beanie Siegel.
Shout out to my nigga Sieg, man.
Word.
Salute. But Beans is like one of my favorites because when I met Beans, it was like he was like really like on the tip like. I never heard no shit like this before. Like
That's a
that
fact.
Monopoly. Have you ever heard the Monopoly shit he did? the joint where he break down the whole Monopoly game into like the streets and all of that. Bro, when you get a chance, pull that up.
What album is that on?
Just put in Beanie Siegel Monopoly. He broke that shit down to the point where it was like sort of like a die type of joint. You know how he broke that die shit down?
Yeah,
where,
yeah.
You know, like and the funny thing about it is that just to keep on that joint, all of us being around each other, we would ride around and just come up with these records together. You know what I'm saying? But it was like that cipher handpicked us to be what we was. Me and Spade were a part of Major Figgaz, but we wasn't Dutch and Spade. You know what I'm saying? So we got an opportunity. They said, yo, y'all should be a group. I look at Spade look at me, we like, get this money or what? We went and got the bag, and right after that, with us doing artist development and having to move to Brooklyn and, you know, gel with each other, we became Dutch and Spade. You know what I'm saying? Like, we became that. And it was like, signed us just off of us coming in, pitting on some instrumentals. And the way that we would rap back then was I would spit a verse, do a hook, Spade would come in with a 16, that's a song. And we would reverse it and do it that way. And he like, damn, those are songs? No, I know to do the hook, he know to come in with the 16.
Right.
And was like big with a love jar.
Wow.
So I'm gonna do the deal. Y'all cool, y'all signed artists tomorrow.
Wow.
Yo, was real like that though. I fucked with Un.
In some aspects.
No, I know that. I'm talking about in that aspect right there. That
wow.
I love Un.
No, if I'ma pull the trigger, I'ma pull the trigger. That's all I'm talking
Well,
about.
I gotta say, who else was in that cipher amongst
Most Wanted, like
Most
I
Wanted.
said. Beans was there. Gilly was there. Basically all of like the heavy hitters out the city.
So everybody went.
Yeah, everybody was there. And me and Spade was the last two niggas that just kept spitting verses. So Stevie G was like, why y'all niggas just don't become a group? I got a situation I could take y'all to. They looking for a duo. We went to go see Un. 23 East Madison was the office at Entertainment. We went over there, spit some shit. And when I came home, a couple weeks later, we was going to go see the lawyer. A couple weeks after that, bag.
Wow.
I mean,
How much did you sign for?
We did our first deal for $250. $250 with $750,000 overhead. So that was the back end. Yeah. That was the first one. Yeah.
Now, you said in other interviews, there was a deal that you turned down.
Yeah.
What is the details around that?
Immaturity. You know what I'm saying? Immaturity. And you know, I want to publicly, and not just because it's for social media or a sound bite, I want to publicly apologize to Jay-Z as a brother and a human being. I apologize for being young and not understanding the vision that you had. And any time in the future that we could sit down, I would love to sit down and just apologize to you face to face for being, you know, inaccurate with my gauge. My gauge wasn't where it is now.
Right.
So, you know, what you offered us was an opportunity. What we looked at it as was an insult, and that's because we were young and, you know, unseasoned at the time. But Hov, you was right. And I'm gonna be honest with that. We should have never turned that down because he just didn't offer us a deal. He offered us a clothing line. He'd offered us merchandise to be sold at any, you know, at our leisure. He also offered us paper on top of that, knowing that we was basically raping the game because we had so many different deals. You know what I'm saying? We all over everywhere. So it's like, bro, take this little bit of, you know what I mean, I'm gonna give you right now, but the next year you're gonna be a millionaire, guaranteed, because he was gonna get on the records, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you know, that one thing about you young guys that's coming into this industry and y'all coming into this rap game, when a nigga giving you an opportunity, sometimes don't look for the money all the time because it comes later. You know what I'm saying? So if that make any sense, I just wish that we would have took that Rockefeller situation. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. My life would be totally different right now, and I know it would because I know the type of guy that my friend Sean Carter is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could say this though, anytime that I do see Hov, he don't walk past me. You know what I'm saying? And I respect him for that because he don't have to say nothing to me. And he acknowledges me. You know what I'm saying?
So how did you and Jay-Z meet up?
I remember being in Philly one night inside a nightclub, and the freestyles that we was doing on Stretch Armstrong and Clark Kent and all of that type of
Shout out to Clark Kent.
K Slay.
Shout out to Stretch.
You know what I'm saying? They was getting, around. You know what I'm saying? DJ Clue, SO, all of them. You know what I'm saying? They was getting around. Clue was.
Those Clue and K Slay tapes. I used to, when I was working at Port Authority, I would travel to Canada a lot, and I was playing their music. This was late '90s, early 2000s. I don't know if I'm getting that time frame right.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
You're
so
right.
I would go to Toronto, and they wasn't getting that Dutch and Spade, that Beanie Siegel, that DMX, all that extra shit, and we was the toast of the town. I'm getting box off these niggas' lyrics because they wanted the raw. Real shit. I
believe it.
Yeah. So him saying that about the mixtape is so really.
That era was so different.
Different.
Yeah, so that what I didn't know was that, when you just a young artist and impressionable, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know that your stuff is traveling because you so lit in your city.
Right.
That when you walk around, everybody, they chasing us in the malls and shit like that. Like, I've experienced that, being chased by teenage girls, you know what I'm saying? Having to run to the car and everybody wants an autograph and being touched and this, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I loved it. It's just, we didn't understand it. So I'm in the club one night and we just going out and Hov is performing that night. And I hear, where Dutchie man at? Still ain't shit to me. I'm fuck, I think I heard some more shit like that. Yo, Dutch, where you at, my nigga? Why don't you come up here and spit something? My nigga tapped me like, yo, bro, he calling you to the stage. I'm like, who? He like, fucking Jay-Z, nigga, calling you to the stage. I said, no, the fucking calling me to the stage. Where's fucking Jay-Z? I get up there, he pop open a bottle of Cristal, give it to me, and say, yo, spit that shit. I start rapping. He like, yeah. We leave that night. I don't run back into him no other time. He come back to Philly to do some radio run shit. Me, Roller, Beanie Siegel, all of us is there. We go back up there. Beans is already working on his situation at the time. You know what I'm saying?
With Jay?
Yeah, with Jay. You know what I'm saying? He going up there, he bombing shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Reservoir Dogs, all that type of shit. He bombing shit. So Jay like, yo, let me hear something. I give him something else. He like, and this time we still, everything is rolling. So the way I'm telling it to you is going slow, but it's simultaneously happening. The cipher and all this stuff is going on at Stevie G crib. I get the deal with Un. But he's still, yo, where you at? You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. Me and Spade would go sit with Dame and Jay, watch football games, smoke cigars and stuff like that.
Stevie G?
No, Spade though. Me, Spade, we would, we was
No, I mean, where would y'all watch these at?
Watch what?
Where would y'all watch the game at?
With Jay
at
and
the
Dame.
office.
At
At
Jay and
Jay and
Dame.
Dame office, at the Rockefeller office. The first one they had, it was like
The old shit.
50 something.
It was the old Def Jam, 50th Street and 8th Avenue. They was on the 19th floor, my nigga.
They had the first joint.
19,
Had that little
nigga.
private room
Shout
in
out
the
to Clark.
back.
He used to bring me through there.
Yeah,
There was a girl
19.
named Emmanuel that used to be at the front desk. And I
No,
believe
no,
she,
yeah.
what?
Go ahead, no, go ahead.
That wasn't her?
Go ahead, son, just go ahead.
Emmanuel was doing well right now, I think.
No, I wasn't gonna say. Just go ahead, son.
You know what I'm saying? Secret
More
little
street nigga shit. More street nigga shit.
Stupid nigga retarded.
He talking about who?
Nobody said that. Nobody said that. All right? Don't listen to Dutch. No, know what I'm saying?
But, so yeah,
Next thing you know, I'm gonna be getting called like he know I'll be getting called what you said.
we were always like I said. Then it got to the point where Hov would just call us up, and we just would come up and just be rapping and rapping and rapping and rapping. And like I said, we did that Philly record, and he came up with the idea for us to be the Dynasty, and it didn't happen because we just, you know, being young, and it's like, my only regret is allowing people to run my situation for me instead of me just running my situation, because a lot of these relationships that I had were personal relationships. You know what I'm saying? It was more so I should have worried about what Dutch was doing, but I looked at that as being selfish, which is nothing wrong with that sometimes, because when my kids need to eat, I can't call nobody in this room and ask them to feed my child.
Right.
And you don't owe me that. So my selfishness sometimes could help me.
I guess that was it's a learning point where you got to separate the way you think in your neighborhood and for your family, and acknowledge the business aspect of it,
Right.
and kind of see like I could be losing making this decision, and then I really wouldn't be able to help none of my people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I know that now.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know that now. Like, the people that are gonna watch this are gonna say, well, who the fuck is this guy?
Right.
You just Google Dutch and Spade and you'll see what's going on. Like,
Oh, no, they'll
you
know.
what I mean? Like,
Trust
my
me.
whole thing is, no, I'm saying I know they'll know. Some people will
Yeah.
know, but the people who don't know, they're gonna be like, oh, he's quoting Jay-Z's name and this and that. No, this is what happened. I can't make my life up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ask to be this person. This is what my Lord of my understanding gave me. He told me, this is what you're gonna be, obviously. So my thing is, you know, we spent a lot of time around, you know, a lot of great artists. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of artists upcoming and their demise as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but
I mean, being that you was signed to Diaz, eventually,
oh, you on your shit. You said Undias, nigga. That's deep, because that was before it was turned into entertainment.
right? But eventually, he had a situation with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was tension. It was a lot of tension going on, and the bad part about it was it wasn't over no money. It wasn't over being righteous. It wasn't over none of that. It was over some shit that shouldn't have been going on.
Well, it was rumored that unbootlegged Jay-Z's album. Was there any truth to that?
To be honest with you, so this is how it would go with me and Spade. We would come up here, do what we had to do, and we'd go back to Philly. So we would hear things because we were directly in contact. We heard that was what happened. I never saw a copy of Jay-Z's album being done by Un. I could say that. I never saw that.
Right.
But some kind of way the shit got to the streets. So it's gotta come from somewhere. If Jay didn't release it, somebody released it.
How did Un have access to Jay's? What is that dynamic to where he can understood? That's it. Okay.
Right.
I mean,
So in your opinion,
Yo, for the people that don't know,
I know, but studio life was a little bit different back
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
And I
give
know
the
this
details.
because Clue's my man. And he got a lot of records that people didn't know how he got the
Got it.
records, and
Right.
I know how he got the records, and his shit never had to do with money. What happens is, to me, is somebody on the inside that sees a chance to do something for somebody else.
Right.
Sometimes it be money, sometimes it be status, sometimes it be clout, sometimes it be a chess move.
Right.
But so when I say money,
Mm-hmm.
it's not. It's just having the ability to be around people who if you got money, you can get whatever the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? So it was like the engineer.
I was about to say the engineer is the number one person that has the music.
No, I'm agreeing with you. What I'm telling you is the reason why I said money was because it's accessible.
You paying the engineer, I got you.
Somebody's being accessible enough to
I got you.
relinquish
The money and the
certain
power,
things.
you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
You know, and so after hearing that situation, I'm like, you know, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on? And I get a phone call. Spade gets a phone call. Yo, B, I got stabbed in the club last night, B. It's Un. Who the fuck stabbed you? Oh, man, that's yada, yada, yada. You know, and it comes out in court, you know, who's supposed to have stabbed him. And I'm like, oh,
Jay-Z.
Shit. Oh, wow. I see where this is going at, but I know it's over.
What was it over?
Being a fucking savage.
A chick?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
No,
it's a girl.
I know what it was over, but I'm not gonna say
I
nothing.
heard it. It's
It's a female,
it's
right?
a female. You heard it before, man?
Put me on. What the fuck?
You didn't know?
Why y'all
You
sitting
got the
here acting
guest
like-
over here.
You don't know which girl it was?
It's being a savage.
You know which girl it is, though, right? Come on. I ain't saying it.
I believe she's from Philly too.
She from Philly.
What we don't do is
Oh, okay.
listen. No, listen.
Oh, yeah.
Thank y'all for killing the motherfucking question. What we don't do is we don't fuck with our homies' ex-bitches.
Bow.
You feel me?
You know who that is now,
He
right?
said bow.
If that's your man, you don't fuck with his ex. Charlie Baltimore.
There you go. Little
Hey,
C
man.
cripple me.
Hey, man,
And guess
come
what,
on,
though?
man.
But guess what?
Come on, man.
No, but guess what, though? It's no facts to that.
There's no facts to it.
Yeah, it's no fact. So Un was just being emotional.
So you telling me this was all based on suspicion?
Suspicion. This nigga, like one thing about it, Charlie has a way of wooing niggas to fuck.
Yo, son, it's amazing.
She
Yeah,
is
she's
one of
a
the
vibe.
She is one of the most.
She's a vibe, yo.
She's one of the most charismatic females. Look at this kinky. Look, if you was at McDonald's, you'd be a McKinky right now.
Yo, nigga, if she
I'm
ever
just
had
saying.
man, if she ever had a record,
Can we get Charlie on the show?
Yeah,
She cool as shit. I interviewed her.
I would love to interview Charlie.
Yeah.
So we will try to make that happen. I'm gonna reach out to her daughter tomorrow, and I'm gonna tell her that what's going to go on, and I'll get y'all directly connected so y'all could do, you know, what y'all need to do.
Right.
But my thing was, Un was out of pocket for even insinuating in his mind to think of going that direction when that's your brother Big's ex-piece.
So you're saying Un was going in that direction, and he suspected Jay-Z was also going in that direction.
No, he suspected because Charlie and Jay had a good friendship that it wasn't just a friendship.
was it just a friendship?
I've never had a threesome with them.
I thought you might have the information.
I'm giving you the information. I don't know.
This nigga go pause. You mean
I said I fucked it. I said I got my dick sucked the first time by a crackhead.
I don't think you would hold back on
If
that.
I wouldn't hold back on
It's
it.
your job to ask the question.
No, I don't. Basically, what I'm saying, I wasn't there.
Okay.
Right.
But you
What?
ain't heard nothing? You don't know nothing?
We all hear things,
Okay,
but that's
but
why.
I'm just asking
but-
what you heard.
No, what I'm
Because you were on the
saying,
inside.
we all
What
hear.
did you hear, SO?
Why you bringing me into this? He's the
Because you
guy.
just interrupted the man.
I just want to ask the question.
What did you hear?
I just want to ask the question.
He hit him with the John Stockton. You take that back.
He's just pump fake. He's just pump fake. You ain't hear nothing. You ain't
I
hear
just want to
nothing.
know. I'm just trying to get the whole truth. He's saying stuff, so I'm like, oh, well, do you know this? Do you know that? I'm just trying to find out.
Was it rumored that Jay was messing with Charlie Baltimore?
No.
No, it
It was
wasn't.
never rumored. It was just they would be around each other at certain points in time.
Yo, tell your man stop making that face, man.
What? What am I doing?
Stop making that face.
Man, this is your show. I'm quiet. Let me
I-
start. I don't want to interrupt anybody. I don't want to interrupt anybody.
We're not going to put that on him with no evidence. Though.
Yeah.
If there was no evidence, there was no evidence.
There you
There's
go.
no reason
I'm
for anybody
I'm
to.
telling you what you don't gotta ask. If I'm telling you, it was no evidence. It's no evidence of that.
Yeah, Brooklyn niggas don't leave evidence around.
No, it's just. I lived on Fulton and Lafayette, my nigga.
So you know that.
This shit right here I'm wearing
niggas
is my
know.
man C Gutter shit.
Salute to C. Gutter.
Balagoon,
Shout-
salute to
shout
my
to
nigga
C.
C
Gutter.
Gutter. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, right,
So you know them.
I'm a country house nigga.
Understood.
You understand?
I know. I understood exactly what you just
I'm a
said.
country house nigga, bro.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Them turkey burgers saved my life with that mink coat and that 357 I had on me. You heard? So back to the reality of the things, right?
Right.
It was rumored. No. It was seen in Charlie Baltimore being an artist and Charlie Baltimore, you know what I'm saying, being around everybody, which if she's a female artist, she's gonna be around everybody.
Right.
I don't know if she did or did not mess with Jay-Z. That's not my business.
Right.
What I'm saying is assumption sometimes kills people.
Right.
You
It
know
does.
what I'm saying? Emotion sometimes kill you. You
It
act off
does.
emotion. Sometimes you do things the wrong way. And
You
they gonna
jump the
kill
gun.
You.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
You jump the gun, you end up on the bullet.
Right.
Fact.
Fact.
You heard?
It's a fact.
You feel what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, at the end of the day, in the beginning of the morning, it was rumored, which that rumor must have hurt someone that made someone put Jay-Z's album out. With that being said, they pointed the finger directly towards Un. Still, I never seen Un with none of them joints. But was it supposed to be for me to see?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Un had problems with me and Spade because we would go and sit with Hov and talk and shit like that, but I didn't know why. Now I know why. It was his ill intentions with everything that led to that. Whatever intentions you had was still ill because no matter what, if you mess with Charlie or you didn't, that's Big's ex. That's your brother. You don't do that. We don't cross them kind of lines.
Right.
Can we jump back on something just for clarification? So when you signed with Un and Hov was hitting you, was that known between them? Do you think that might have been a chess move to undercut Jay-Z?
I mean, undercut Un.
No, I mean either or.
Because he was with Un already. I
No, but
believe.
I'm trying to see, because he also said Hov. So was it at the same time or was
Let me
it?
tell you what Hov did. Hov is one of the most smartest businessmen I've ever met in my life. He tried to buy our contract out from Un. Un wasn't letting us go nowhere. You don't let good coke go away till it's sold. You know what I'm saying? We actually was 2 good
Yeah, you had a
metric
vibe.
tons of coke. We ain't letting us go anywhere. It wasn't the only motherfucker he ain't let us go to. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Wow. Now you're on the label with Charlie,
Yes, sir.
Cam.
Yes, sir.
Who else? Who else was there?
That was it.
It was just y'all.
That was it.
Legendary freestyle.
Bobby, it was an artist named Bobby, but she was an R&B artist. She didn't last that long.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What was that like?
Competitive. It's very competitive. It was, Cam wasn't taking no, you know what I'm saying, like these new niggas coming in, this his label. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day.
He was the first artist signed,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He was the one that, you know, Un had 64 million when we signed the deal with him.
$64 million.
$64 million. And we wasn't really on it, you know, like to know what, you know, what that meant. Like that meant that we could ask for whatever the fuck we wanted to ask for. We just didn't ask nobody for shit. So we would get our little stipends and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like going in and Jacob York, I don't know, you know Jacob York?
Yeah.
Salute to Jacob York. That was the president of entertainment at the time. And when I learned what petty cash was, I ran it the fuck up. When I learned what petty cash was, when I could learn that I could walk in and say, yo, I need some petty cash, and he give me 7,000, 5,000, you know what I'm saying? It was like, Jacob never kept none of the money from us. You know what I'm saying? But Charlie had a Jaguar and a Navigator, and Cam had the fucking V12 600.
I remember that V12.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like...
Two-door, right?
We kind of slighted ourselves a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We should have went and really hit the lid if I'd have known that. I'd have bought every fucking thing I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I'd have fucked around. Did you see that trash truck just rolled past? I'd have bought one of them just to have it. The first nigga in the hood with a trash truck. What you picking up, whores?
Yeah. Fat whores.
Fat? No.
More
Only
street
you.
nigga shit.
Don't bring the fat horse.
More street nigga
Hey,
shit.
Heine, we gonna hang out later on. I got some fat whores for you.
Oh, no, I don't want them.
I don't want them. You want them. You're a
fat
chubby lover. You like them. You like them.
No, I don't. I'm keeping it real.
There's nothing wrong with
No,
that.
I tell you, he'd tell you. I would tell you if I really
So what
wanted.
you want? What
I'll show you.
What's your preference?
At least 5'5", 150.
Thick in the thighs, 5'5", thick in the thighs.
Yeah, just like the record. Curly hair. Sometimes that
Oh,
works.
I ain't mad at you for that. Yeah, my thing is my wife. I like my wife.
That's a great answer.
I mean, I like my wife.
Yeah, we're on camera.
No, we off camera. I like
I
my
ain't
wife.
talking about if you like
She
her
saved
on
my
camera.
life.
You gonna say that
saved
you
your
like
life.
your wife.
She
You gotta
saved
give
my
her
fucking
You gotta
life.
give her
Hold
props.
on, we gonna get to that. Cameron was competitive.
Yeah.
The
You can't tell? Listen
yeah,
to the
definitely.
record. Listen to the record where I'm from.
Where I'm From was one of my favorite joints.
How many bars you think
Off
he
of
did on that
SDE.
record?
50.
50-something bars, right?
Yeah.
I did a 16. Competitive is way over, you know, I'm giving him competitive right now, but it's way past that.
Yeah, right.
He
How did you feel though? Was you in the session when it happened?
I came and laid my verse. Digger was there, right? Digger,
Right.
Digger Branch, salute to Digger, the
Shout out to
producer.
Digger.
Digger did the record, and Cam requested, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, we do the label mate shit, and he needed, you know, to come up with a great record that night, and that night we made history.
Yeah.
We came to the studio, and it's crazy. We in Harlem right now, and I got niggas that love me in Harlem for, I'm from where niggas get killed
for running their mouth.
I'm from where niggas get they
Wait up in front of their house.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even know, salute the Blood too, because we would go to Blood Mural and hang out. This was Branson days when we were smoking the Branson. You know what I'm saying? The pyramid bags and all that. Ooh, salute to the God. I just got a chill on my body. I just got a chill on my body.
So you show up to the session.
Yeah.
You spit a 16. Spade spits a 16. They try to flip me, bounce me, half a quarter ounce me. Try to speak my name out loud and mispronounce me. Hit me, 4 or 5 rubber grip me.
My hoes love me in the 5, but the dealer trying to 6 me. All facts. All facts. In Philly, they loved us in 5s, but the dealer was trying to 6 us.
What you did when Cam got in the booth?
No, the fuck I wasn't. And Killer, to this day, I'm mad at you because we wasn't trying to play you, bro. You didn't have to murder us like that on that joint, bro. To this day, one of the most creative records I ever heard from people who were on a label together. It was just like, we was just doing like free throws. You know what I'm saying? Like free throws. And it was just like, when I heard his verse though, I appreciated it. I definitely did. I said, God damn. And then the first time I heard it was on Funk Master Flex The Tunnel.
Wow.
Oh, I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like Funk Master Flex, not the album, you know, when he was doing it on the radio, he played it on the radio. And niggas was calling me, you know, it wasn't even calls, it was more so like you was getting two ways and shit. Like, yo,
Scott Page.
Yo, he playing your shit right
yo,
now.
nigga, this shit is lit. I'm like, what's lit? They like, the shit on Cam album, SDE. And you know, we got sued by the NBA.
Why?
Because the first cover
Was the
logo.
the NBA logo with the gat.
Yeah.
And we was probably the first label to get sued by the NBA for fucking around with their logo.
Wow.
That was a big deal, bro.
Un had to pay a lot of bread for that. They hit us bad. I ain't
It
gonna
ruined
lie.
the
I want
album.
to say it was at least $10 to $15 million.
David Stern.
It was a big deal because then they fucked the record, the whole budget up because of that or
We
something.
just had to change the way that we did it. So, you know what I'm saying? Then it changed, the cover changed. And the thing about it, Un was the nigga that created the who the fuck is such and such inside of these. You know, Un was a marketing
that was
genius.
marketing genius.
He still is
I
a
remember
marketing
seeing those
genius.
stickers all over New York. Who is Cameron? Who is
Who is Charlie Baltimore? Who is Dutchie Spade?
Yeah.
Who? And they would go inside of the Source magazines, and it was epic.
Yeah. That was dope.
Yeah, Un was. I can't lie about that. Un, he set a precedence for hip hop with that type of shit, with the way he was marketing.
Can I ask y'all a question? Do you think that he learned that from Puffy? Because Puffy did a lot of that with Big and Craig Mack prior with the
Big Mac burger.
And Puffy is borderline a marketing genius too.
So the reason why I love you is because you think beyond the border, and that thought that you had is totally correct. It's not that you learn from, it's just you be around certain people and you pick up on things. Right. And Un was just that intelligent. And you gotta remember, Un come from the streets of Brooklyn. With Dementio and them being his best friends. Rest in peace, Dementio.
Right,
you know
rest
what
in
I'm
peace.
saying? Like, you know, Un was, you know, and still is to me a legend for what
agree.
he did. I don't agree with certain things that he's done to me.
Yeah, but I agree he's a legend.
But I love him no matter what because he gave me my first opportunity to go ahead and get busy.
What would you say? What are the things that you don't agree?
The publishing agreements and things like that. It's like, you know, for you to collect publishing on young artists and things like that, I get it, but it's like, and he offered us money for our publishing.
Right.
We didn't know what publishing was. For him to not explain what publishing was to us was my gripe. It wasn't the simple fact that we sold it to him. It was the simple fact that he told us late that we didn't have to sell it to him.
Right.
Did you have a lawyer?
Yeah, I had a lawyer.
And they didn't explain to you what publishing
No,
was?
the lawyer wanted the whatever percentage it was for doing the deal. The lawyer's not gonna say nothing about
But
that.
that's technically.
But where'd you get the
They
lawyer
job.
from? Was it the label's
Well,
lawyer?
I had one of the best entertainment lawyers in New York City, and that's Wallace Collins Esquire. I don't know if y'all know who he is, but that Wallace is, you know, he done a million fucking deals. So we thought he was telling us the right thing.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But we did, you know, we did the best we could. We did.
Yes. I mean, you're young too, like at that time. Like, what
virtually children, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said, you know, for us to be having this conversation, look at it, it's 20 years later.
And you still young.
Math was the first nigga to ever just say, yo, you know what? The world needs to hear this fucking story. Let's let it out
Yeah.
while we here.
But weren't we all young? I mean, because y'all said something prior and I couldn't jump in and we went to a whole nother place. But I hear Math talk about this a lot with other rappers.
Yeah, a whole lot.
And he talks about how, you know, they didn't transform their mind to the business of just being, I'm a creative right now, right? And I hear him say that, and I heard you say that in a whole nother term, right? With all the people that watch Math's show, how will we bridge the gap with the young niggas? Because we was all young getting money, and I'm gonna be honest, you already know how I was giving it up. Like, I made wild mistakes.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't have no mentor. Puffy came to me and said, how are you making all of this money and nobody knows you? And I fucked up, just like everybody else did. I had the world at my thing. I had everybody on speed dial, and I didn't do the right thing, right? So with the rapper being the creative, because I came on business, what do y'all rappers think would have been best for y'all to know, or how would y'all get the knowledge to not make these mistakes?
It's a difficult task asking a creative to think business.
Yeah, it's like this, right? I'm a kid that comes from North Philadelphia. I don't know nothing about the music business. I don't know nothing about none of that. All I know is to go to the studio and create content.
Right.
And try to make the content better than anybody else's content. You gotta remember, I had singles with Ludacris. I had, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's you know what I'm saying? And when the single with Ludacris even happened, I was getting a blowjob in the booth. I hear this guy, little nigga with the golden touch, I'm like, well, who is in here rapping? I'm in here trying to get my sexual endeavors off. And it was Luda. I come out the joint, Luda like, oh, what's up, nigga? I'm like, what's going on? And I didn't know what was doing. Put Luda on the single that me and Spade had did. We didn't even know what was going on.
Right.
So the thing about it is if you conceal information from artists or youth, then you basically hiding the truth from them. And the thing about it is, it takes us a long time sometimes to find out what truth is.
Right.
Because your truth is your truth, my truth is my truth. But the thing about it,
Were you ready to hear the truth? See, sometimes
no, I wasn't.
when a dude is young,
Heineken, I'm gonna be real with you, we wasn't
and the
ready.
reason why I'm gonna say
That was a hell of a, yo.
I've known math.
Because that's real.
I've known math for a lot of years. I've known Esso for a decent amount. And I'm around a lot of powerful individual men who got success early. And one thing I remember, Esso was on 8 at the table, right? And he was talking about how much he loves his father. And he said, my father's from Belvedere, North Carolina. He can't tell me nothing about
My family
life.
from Beaufort, South Carolina.
Because he's like, he ain't never made the money I made. He ain't never smashed a famous woman I smashed. He ain't never did nothing.
Never traveled the world. He never did nothing I
So,
did.
man, the success you've had that shit for years. What could somebody have told you at 26?
How to stay out of trouble.
But
would you have?
But here's the thing.
yeah.
It would have to been the right person.
Who was gonna tell you that you like Ho?
What's the odds? All right, let me jump in. What's the odds of us finding the right person? Because I'm going to say this.
Odds are tough.
Because I'm going to keep it real.
Yeah.
When Puffy found me, I already had money. So what he was trying to tell me, even when it was going on, it didn't sink in as fast because I'm like, nigga, I'm getting to the bag already.
Right.
And I'm getting to the bag my way. And he was like, my nigga, you was lucky that way. This is the way.
Yeah.
And like Dutch didn't listen, I didn't listen either.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying? I was like, I'm still gonna go do what I wanna do. But there are people that was our age that listen. What's the difference between them and us?
No,
That's what I wanna know.
But what I'm saying is,
I think the difference is they engulfed themselves in what they was doing. There's people who are talented. You got the talent. Well, those aren't the people who do the homework on how James Brown created his records, how Quincy Jones put together Thriller with Michael Jackson. Those are the people who paid attention to the business. Those are the people who was reading the credits and figuring out, oh, this person did this person did that, oh. Those are the people who had the interest in the business side. For a lot of us, we was talented. And that's all we knew. I'm talented. I ain't worried about who was here before, who did this, who did
well,
that.
nothing matters after the talent part. Just what I'm saying. When you a kid and you like I learned the word impressionable from Un. He's like, don't be impressionable. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be that. You know what I'm saying? Like we were kids. So it's just like when you teach your child, don't touch the oven because it's hot. It takes them a while to figure that out. It takes everybody
Sometimes they gotta
a
get
while.
burnt
But all right, but let me just jump in.
Sometimes they gotta get burnt first.
But you get the leeway to do that when you're a child, right? When we in this nasty business that we call the music business, it's called being unforgiving, right? They don't forgive us from they don't forgive us for the frontal lobe not being developed and making bad decisions. If they did, then Hov would have came back already. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
He would have understood for you, because he would have understood, because Hov was a young nigga.
No, but it's not his job to care.
I'm not talking about job.
What other people are going through. That's why he's a billionaire right now, because he learned that selfishness is not a bad thing. Him and Dame aren't together anymore.
I understand that, but that's what I'm talking about not
But
being
guess what?
forgiving.
When he got his Hall of Fame and received what he still saluted Dame. You know why? He's the smarter person. It's people that's smart out here, and it's people who learn to be smart.
But see that thing, right? Like, I think, what was the dude's name from back in the day? Andrew Carnegie, super billionaire. He knew he was a nice guy.
Right.
He had problems barking on his employees.
Right.
And he identified, I need a person who ain't with the shit. And I think one of the mistakes we make in hip hop, we want everybody to be like us in our crew.
I agree with that.
We never say, yo, let me get one shooter, one nerd, one this, one roller. Everyone got to be a shooter. Everyone got to be a stabber.
No,
even
Heineken,
Rodman.
I'm going to tell you, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that, because this is the thing. That's the different thing about it, right? It's the dualities of what's going on. See, when you are a rapper, be a fucking rapper. When you're a street nigga, be a street nigga. You feel what I'm saying? What happens is they segue that together.
Right.
It's like Jay talked about, excuse me, oh God.
Couldn't talk
Excuse me.
about it if you ain't lived it.
Yeah, you couldn't talk about it if you ain't live it, right? So, Hennessy is amazing.
Anything goes.
Anything goes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, when we were younger, everybody, we were all impressionable.
Yeah, of
we were
course.
all people who looked up to whoever was popping in our neighborhoods. Whatever neighborhood you grew up in, if the nigga rode down the street and the ladies looked at him, we gravitated to that. If the nigga was in the store, he spent money, bought everybody something, we gravitated to that. That's the issue with still today. They look at Instagram and they look at all of these social sites and they emulate what they could never be. You're not, remember when Instagram crashed for a little bit? It was what, like a couple, a day, right?
And people
Everybody
lost
went
it.
back to Clubhouse. You know what I did? I went to my emails and started emailing people and say, send me your email address, because I need to know how to contact you even if we don't have social media.
Reverse engineer.
Right. Went on Clubhouse, put my email in and said, listen, you never, because if they take Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and Triller and TikTok down, how many people would have an identity?
It would go back to the mixtape and
No,
DVD
how
days.
many people would have an identity?
Very few.
Very few. It'd be the
Very
real
few.
ugly niggas.
Right. So that goes
Yeah.
back to your blue check. Why don't I have one? I have a Wikipedia. Why don't I have one?
You can buy one like all
I
other
don't
dudes
want that.
did.
Yeah, 3,500,
I don't buy
3,000.
friends. I don't buy blue checks.
Right.
I'm gonna talk to him, and I'm gonna go to what website is that, brother?
No, oh no. The email is
The
my
email is-
expert opinion podcast at gmail.com.
One more time, brother.
My expert opinion podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that. I'm gonna find out what's my problem with me not being able to have a blue check beside my name, because when I go to my friend's Instagram and I say hello to them, they don't see me.
That's a fact. Remember when I said that with the blue check, your DMs come in differently?
Yo, no, that's the privilege.
Yeah, that's the privilege.
That's the privilege. They read the blue checks first.
No, but it still comes in even if you're not following. It pops up different.
Well, I don't know, but because anybody that got a blue check that I DM, they get right back to me.
No, I say when they're sending the DM.
Oh yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
It's different.
That's how they be. That's how.
yeah.
But
That's-
most everybody
See,
that
man,
I
don't
follow,
understand the lingo.
Everybody-
his shit
My
is
shit
blue.
solidified.
can you help me?
I will help you. I will help you.
Help me.
I will help you.
Because at the end of the day,
I will help all of you.
Just so y'all know,
if you go to
My Expert Opinion Podcast at gmail.com. Get you verified, baby.
you already know. You already know.
All right, so moving on. Entertainment falls apart.
Crashed.
Crashed. Cameron's album goes to Sony, I believe, right? And
We all went to Sony.
what happens from there?
Things start not looking right.
Like,
Couldn't handle having all of these heavy hitters. And he didn't understand that with Cam being unorthodox the way that he was, it wasn't about his raps. It was about him being smart enough to be the Harlem god that he is.
right.
Let him run his own shit and you go ahead and give us subsidiaries. You feel what I'm saying? It should have been Entertainment / Dipset after a while.
Right.
Should have been / Dutch and Spade / Charlie Baltimore.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Didn't allow us, after he watered his plants, he didn't let us grow. He put a lid over top of the pot.
Why?
I
Was
believe
it the pressure of Jay-Z intermingling with y'all and Charlie Baltimore and then Mace in the ear of Cameron and he felt like he couldn't hold on after a while.
Yeah. All of that. All of the above. It was all of that. It was the simple fact of your demons coming back to haunt you.
What were the demons?
The demons were lying to people who we thought were our brothers. You don't lie to your brother. If you take your shoes off and your feet stink, I'm supposed to tell you, man, if your fucking John's whamming, like what we doing? We take,
Right.
you know, like we
soap
you
in the
know,
bathroom, leave the socks outside.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Right.
We don't lie to each other.
Right.
I cry to you before I lie to you. I ain't got no fucking tissue. That's my life. You feel me?
That's so important, and I don't think too many people understand that.
Nah, it's
Like
not.
a lie can destroy
Understanding
any
it-
type of relationship I got. I find out you just lying to me, bro. Like, I can't.
Yeah,
I
but
can't.
understanding and all of those things are they tricky words. You know what I'm saying? Like some people don't understand that this person is a human being. Let me treat him as I want to be treated.
Right.
I'm not gonna say didn't understand that. It was just didn't grasp the fact that he had a Cameron, a Dutch and Spade, and a Charlie Baltimore. And besides that, when you are the type of person who ain't flamboyant, he not running around and what he could have really, whatever car was popping at the time, he could have did that. He did invested into his artist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was just like, I didn't know what he was doing on the side. You know what I'm saying? I
What
didn't
was
know
he doing on the side?
I guess fucking the money up. Because out of $64 million, I ain't see $6 million. I didn't see it. I know I didn't get what I was supposed to get out of it, et cetera,
I mean,
et cetera, et cetera.
what did you think you were supposed to? Because if you got, let's say, Little Kim.
I'm about to say, 'cause we never mentioned Kim.
No,
Kim
Kim-
signed.
hold on.
Before you even go there, Heineken, let me explain to you.
All right.
The deal on Diaz was Kim get what she deserved, get what he deserved, and that's why he switched his name to Entertainment.
Because how I'm looking at it is how, like, the WNBA says they all want to get paid in a comparable space. But when you do the math, everybody's gonna be bankrupt because if I give you
Do
6,
the math.
no, but listen. Oh, my fault. But let's just say you get 6 million, right? Then Spade got to get 6. That's 12.
No. I was talking about. See, what you gotta understand is when it comes to Spade,
Yeah.
if we got 6 million, 3 was his, 3 was mine.
Okay, cool.
You
I
understand?
feel you on
I'm
that.
not talking about see. That's what I'm saying. I don't like to be a overeater. I don't go to Golden Corral and all that. I don't like buffets. I eat what's gonna fill me up, and that's what's that. There's a lot of guys that overeat out here. They be trying to just eat off everything. And I can't come in here and say, oh, because I'm on Math's show, or I'm talking to Heineken, or I'm talking to SO. Now I'm a part of the fucking show. I'm on Math High Bar. No, that's not my fucking business. Whatever you make is what you make.
Right.
But how do you know? Everybody talks about money and everybody talks about deals. And me being a manager, y'all was rappers. I came in as a young nigga, as a creative. When niggas
I don't know
say,
you from being no manager.
whatever, nigga. When niggas say,
No. Well, explain how we met then. Let's get this
I was
out
managing
right now.
Rockwilder.
Right, you was managing Rockwilder, and what happened?
We was smoking weed in Sony Studios.
Right,
That was it.
and what happened with the weed, though? Come on, let's talk
I don't
about
remember.
it. You didn't have none, and I gave you.
Probably, like, I mean, that could be possible, but I'm just saying.
What happened is,
I'm just saying.
you didn't have none at the time. I had it, and I just gave you an ounce. I said, yeah, bro.
You gave me some bud. You gave me some bud. That's how we met. Guaranteed.
No, what I'm
right?
saying is, that's how we, that was our
beginning.
Yeah, our
introduction.
beginning.
Yeah.
Rottweiler charged me $75,000 for that fucking feature, though.
Why you telling my business on camera?
What do you mean? You said the fucking how we met. I'm telling you.
Yo, bro.
$75,000 for a fucking single, and you didn't have no weed. I pulled you to the side. I said, Esso, you a real gangster nigga. Come over here. What you need? The fuck? Come on. Now we not gonna go. No, listen. I didn't ride all the way from Philadelphia. I ain't ride all the way from Philadelphia to sugarcoat shit. Me and Esso is niggas. That's my fucking brother. I love him, and he ain't had no fucking gank in Cali. You hear me? And I made sure he had it because I wasn't going to see my guy out.
I forgot my whole question. You had the
No,
bug.
you're talking about being that they're creatives and you were a
Okay,
manager.
listen.
Yeah.
When somebody says that they get 64 million, they don't get 64 million. The deal is worth 64 million, but they don't get that money up front, right? They might get even a small piece of that money up front, and then they say we want to use that for marketing and promo and all that.
Hold on.
Right.
I seen a check with Lance Rivera, $64 million, Entertainment Records.
Well, then, if you saw that, I stand corrected.
What are you talking? What I'm telling you
is what it
is,
is.
I didn't believe that this fat fucking motherfucker had $64 million. I don't even know what $6 million look like. I'm like, well, you got
64?
Jesus.
We had, we bought jerseys for the Super Bowl. Every number was on the jersey was 64.
So hold on. Wait. Hold on a second.
Yo.
You had 64 million. Then why was Mace getting slammed on the table in justice for asking for his money?
But Mason had nothing to do with Oh, you talking about the 50,000?
You know why?
My bad.
Oh.
Is still a gangster at the end of the day. Play your position, little nigga. I don't know Mace. I never met him. I never seen him. I don't know him. I love his music.
But you heard about it.
I heard about it. But my thing is, I never said was a bitch ass nigga. I said he had $64 million.
I love it. He was a bitch ass nigga. I just said he had $64 million.
If I'm correct, is about 6'4".
He's a big nigga.
He's a big dude.
He's a big nigga.
When I met him, he was about close to 400 pounds.
360, 350.
Something like that. Mace, you got a leather jacket on. Same color as Mace. And I paid you to do this shit. Don't make me fuck you up in here. And it wasn't even his brothers. Justo, Buck Wild, them niggas was real certified niggas.
Right.
And then you got Dutch and Spade. We lucky we didn't run into Mace at that time, because if would have told us he going against the entertainment,
that would have been that.
Home team.
Home team. So when home team fell apart, what was the vibe?
Hurt was the vibe. It was like, you know, like I said, we did everything together. You know what I'm saying? Like, introduced me to Branson. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we would sit in the crib and you know, in Jersey, and Englewood, New Jersey, and we would indulge in activities that was millionaire type of shit. And the crazy part about it is that to me, was the realest nigga I ever met. But he didn't pan out to be that. And I love is my fucking, nigga got the same number for 20-something years. I still know it. You know what I'm saying? I still know the number.
Right.
I don't know what happened to
He got 64 million.
That shit ain't last long. That shit over.
64 million?
Shit over. It was the 64 million. Bro, how many? Bro,
64 million?
You don't understand. How old are you, bro?
Come on, chill.
Here and there.
64
Here and there.
million.
No, here and there. How old are you?
I'm close to 40.
Close to 40. How many millions you think you spent in your lifetime?
I ain't spent 60 years. I ain't spent 64
No,
million.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest
If
with
you count from the age that you were born till now,
you definitely spent $1 million.
At least $2 million.
Not 64. Yo, for years when I managed Rock Wilder, he told my business, I made a lot of money for at least 5 or 6, maybe 7 years
But
straight.
did y'all hear about the 64 million? Or
I didn't
just
touch $64 million is a lot of money, even right now. So back then, I can't even imagine spending
But it's not
$64
like
million.
it's his personal money.
No, listen.
We talking about budgets. We talking about marketing. We talking about
We got an
a whole
office.
bunch of shit.
We got an office.
An office in New York City.
23 East Madison Avenue.
So the rent is at least $20,000 a month.
You feel what I'm saying?
You gotta
That's
pay
minimum.
that, right?
But how long you did it? If he did it, for
you gotta
5
pay
years.
that. No, listen. You gotta pay that.
Thank you. At least somebody's feeling me in here. Like, pause. If you did that for 5 years straight.
I understand what y'all saying.
You know what? I understand.
I think it's easy
But
to
let
blow
me
that
break
money.
it down.
Because it does sound crazy. Where did it go?
Let me break it down.
Right.
You got the office, right?
Yeah.
You got your artists that you signed, right? I said Cam had a 600. How much is that?
120 at the time.
120 at the time,
Easy.
right? Charlie Baltimore had 2 cars.
That's another 120.
Lived in a big ass mansion.
In Inglewood, at that time, maybe.
Let's give him $5 million if he's really killing.
Okay.
He still ain't 60. He's not spending 64 million.
Cigarettes, toilet paper, water, ice,
Studio time.
studio time.
Studio time. I guarantee you, studio time and producers might have ate a
Where
lot of
we're
that.
at.
Hold on. Let's just say. Hold on. Hold on. Listen to this. He just said Rock Wilder charged him $75,000 for a beat.
We did that.
Along with the
So
studio
now, if you
time.
do 10 beats, that's $1 million for one artist.
He wasn't doing 10 beats.
No, but I'm
Video
saying-
shoots back then,
was $1 million.
100 grand, 200 grand.
Could have been a
Bro,
million.
you know who shot me and Spade video?
Hype.
Nick Quested.
Oh, he was on fire at that time.
He charged us $250,000 fucking dollars to shoot a video.
He was on fire at that time. Dude.
Shit was more expensive back then.
Yeah, it was. So my thing is,
On the creative
every
end.
day you're gonna spend money. I don't give a fuck if you're getting a chicken parmesan sandwich and a fucking pack of cigarettes every day. You every day you spending 50 20s is $1,000, right? How many 20s you think these motherfuckers went through?
$64 million is a lot of money from 20.
You keep
I just
saying
want you to
that.
say
It's not-
64
you spent
million.
more than that in your life.
Yo,
Right.
bro, I'm just saying, as a businessman, go ahead, Math.
Because I gotta keep it moving. So you and Cameron, you, Dutch and Spade, and Cameron find yourselves on Sony. What happens there? Like, why isn't the album coming out?
We're sitting there. Just sitting there, sitting
Shelved.
there. Sitting there. No. Shelving means they don't want to bring you out. We was never shelved. I never got shelved at a label. I was always front line. Never got shelved at a label. What's the crazy point about it was the overheads kept switching. So Un would do some smart shit, like go over here, get an overhead. They ain't doing what they need to do, we out of here. Go over here, get an overhead. They ain't doing what they need to do, we get out of here. What happened is, by the time we got to Sony, was 2001, 2002. My thing was, we were at Interscope first. We had a $1 million deal over there. Spade ended up going to jail. I never got a chance to fulfill my obligation. So I want to know from the people at Interscope, why if my partner goes to jail, I'm not allowed to fulfill the obligation of the 3-album deal I signed with y'all. It's supposed to be new business after every album is turned in. We turned in 1 album. Spade goes to jail. Why wasn't I able to go ahead and give y'all 2 more albums? I still got Spade verses from everywhere.
Because I signed y'all as a group.
It doesn't matter.
And I can write y'all off
It doesn't fucking matter because at
That's
the
the
end
big
of the
bit.
day,
Nori pulled it off for CNN.
right. It don't matter.
Pull what off with saying that?
After Capone went
Capone
to jail.
went to jail.
same-
Tragedy stepped in. They finished the album.
Their
and went out.
situation was a little bit different.
No,
Why is
but
that?
The difference is we from Philadelphia and they
I'm
treated
not-
us like that.
I'm not
bro.
gonna say that.
I'm gonna say that. You don't have to say that because you wasn't in the situation.
But wasn't Tragedy and them more independent when they first came
I'm
out
talking.
with
I don't know.
TNY?
Tragedy.
I
may
mean,
may
somewhat.
God love them and
They
all
didn't have
that.
the
I
same
don't
budget.
know what their situation was.
They definitely didn't have that budget.
I know what my situation was, and my situation was Spade went to jail. We signed deals with these people. Why did they let me fulfill the obligation at the end of the day? Because long as it's a Dutch and Spade project, it's Dutch and Spade.
But this is where I said that we talk about the creative with the rapper, right? That's when the business kicks in. It doesn't have nothing to do with the creative and what's going on. Quote unquote, we a major Fortune 500, a fucking major company where we can write shit off, right? So if I gave $3 million for y'all, right? It's gonna look.
You gotta remember,
If it's a field project, I can write it
this
off.
is what
Un got $64
It does-
million
but, okay.
in the beginning.
I know, but let me
The
explain to you.
beginning was before me and Spade even
But let me
signed
explain to you the
him.
business side of what you just told us. You said y'all went over
Sony.
and he kept getting more money. That accrues now, right? So when you finally get your deal with the major label, now somebody has to assume all that more money. It just doesn't go away.
Right.
Sony lets you go, but they don't say, I don't want my money back.
Right.
So when you go over there, that's why Mace never got signed again. So when you go over there, they're saying, okay, we already bought y'all in for this amount of money. Am I gonna now go in and invest more money into Dutch and Spade is gone? Or am I just gonna say, I'm gonna assume all this debt and I'm gonna write it all off? Now, you might be a dope ass rapper. I'm not gonna lie, this is what the big business is saying, but this is gonna look better on my books to write off this $5 million. Because no, I didn't pay $5 million, but I accrued it from everything that y'all did. Remember when you got the fucking stipends? That came from a budget.
Right.
That came from a discretionary fund,
Right.
which has to still be paid back.
Right.
So if their discretionary fund was $300,000, yeah, I can give you 5,000, 7,000 and all that. You don't know where it's coming from. That's the part of the game where they say your frontal lobe's not developed. I'm not gonna explain. But if I keep moving you and keep putting a couple dollars in your pocket, then you're gonna say, oh, I got a chance, I got a chance, I got a chance. But
meanwhile, you're becoming a write-off.
You're becoming a write-off and you don't even know it.
Sorry to tell y'all about my life because like I told you in the beginning of this interview, it's my life and I share it the way that I want to share it. You have to think about this. The overheads that we were getting and the money that we were getting didn't have anything to do with entertainment.
You thought.
No, I know because I own the rights to me and Spade's album. I have the reels in my house. I don't owe no record label nothing.
That doesn't mean that you didn't leave with a debt.
I didn't leave with no debt. I don't. What do you mean? They don't give you your album if you got a debt.
I'm gonna tell you, that's not
I
true.
own my record.
That's not
I
true.
own all my rights to everything.
They'll let it go.
They'll let it go.
They'll let it go.
Well, they have to let it go because it wasn't
but
on me.
you
It was
still-
on.
But you still owe. But under your name is a black mark.
No, it's not.
That says debt.
No, it's not. Salute to my nigga Goo. If anybody want to get their motherfucking royalties from 20 years ago, my nigga Goo will get it for you. Bottom line, at the end of the day, I'm about to at the end of the day, I'm about to cash out on me never receiving a motherfucking royalty check in 20 years.
But that has nothing to do with what you're talking about. It's
It
so
do.
No, it don't.
I'm gonna give you some money when I get it.
This goes back. This goes
You
back.
don't need it, but I'm
this
gonna give you
goes
some
back
money
to
when I get
Heineken
it.
saying, "Were you ready to hear the truth?"
Right.
I'm ready to hear the truth.
because
Are you ready to hear the truth? Because you can't give me my truth.
One thing
You can give me your truth.
I'm just talking about business, bro.
Bro, no, not business. What I'm telling you is at the end of the day, I don't owe no record labels nothing.
Yeah, no.
The
When
record
he
labels owe
says debt,
me.
when he says debt, he doesn't mean you
owe it.
He means
No, not even on.
The label is in debt because they gave you money and it went nowhere. So they write it off.
That is not the truth. They made
that's
way
standard
more
business.
money off of us than we made off of ourselves because at the end of the day, Dutch and Spade had a record called If You Want It, produced by Rockwilder. That was on BET Uncut.
Right.
That they sold on DVDs with Eminem and other people. They made their money 40-something times over. They didn't give us nothing.
Okay.
I'm telling you, they didn't give me nothing. I'm fighting for it right now.
Wow.
I got you. I'm just saying.
And this is how many years later?
22 years later. That's what I'm saying to you. I'm SO.
You know,
hold on. Let me say this first though. SO, you know you my big brother. You feel what I'm saying? You laugh when I say it, but you my big brother. I'm telling you, Dutch and Spade is different when it comes to that shit because at the end of the day, undid a lot of business that was just out of the ordinary. But when I tapped in, when Spade went to jail and me and my manager tapped in, we weren't at fault at all. Entertainment was at fault, but Dutch and Spade, the group, wasn't at fault because we are just artists who sign contracts that come in to give y'all what y'all need,
Right.
which are albums. I don't know nothing else past that. You feel what I'm saying? I was there to provide you what you asked me in the deal. If it say 3 albums, 10 years, that's what I give you. If it say 1 album, 2 years, that's what I give you. If not, one of us are in breach of contract.
Right.
I never breached contract. I didn't go to jail. I didn't fall short. I provided records. I provided great records. I provided records that,
But do you
for
understand?
one, yeah, that's us. Me, Bow Wow, and Sammy fighting for the #1 spot. Well, yeah, that's us. That's a Major Figgaz record.
I understand you, and I don't want to take over his show. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I understand where you're coming from, right? But there's other things that go into the record shit.
Why? Because you didn't age.
No, it's
You
not.
wanna talk because you look the same as you look when I first met you. Nobody cares. I lost my hair 3 years ago, and I'm depressed. Fuck off.
right, let's move on. Let's move on to the
Man, if you gonna call me tomorrow, I know.
let's move on to the Major Figgaz era.
Yes, sir, go.
How did that come together?
My friend Gilly the Kid had a cousin named Wallow. And in the early 2000s, end of the 90s, Wallow came up with this idea from listening to Puffy and all these people that we need to rap about getting money. So he said, we're gonna come up with the illest name in the world, Major Figgaz.
That wasn't a Philly thing, rapping about getting money?
Nah, that was a New York thing. We ended up getting DJ Clue mixtapes and all the other shit where we heard Mace and Fabulous, F.A.
So Wallow was studying.
U.S.
Yeah.
Niggas don't know Fab from that. You feel what I'm saying? I know Fab from that. You feel what I'm saying? The real hip hop heads know Fab from that.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
That right there.
Yeah,
You know
that
what I'm
was
saying?
different.
That's Fabulous Sport.
Yeah,
Fabulous Sport.
That was
I
a
remember
different.
that.
That was a difference. My thing is this. So just to answer, you know what I'm saying, and put it in total perspective, right, Math? It's like the way that Major Figgaz happened. It wasn't a plan. It was we all from the same neighborhood and we all making records. And it's like you battle everybody in your neighborhood and then you get to Gil and Lava and Spade and Bump and Bianca, which Bianca come from Bump going to Virginia for one of these little conferences or something they had, and he found her and bring it back. But most of us just grew up a couple blocks apart from each other, and it was like, okay, you rap, I rap, let's do what we gotta do. But Wallow ended up going to jail.
So Wallow was a rapper in Major Figgaz?
Wallow could rap his ass off.
I didn't
man.
know
Let me tell you this.
I never
Let me
knew
tell you
Wallow
this.
was a rapper.
Wallow could rap his ass off if he feel like doing it. Wallow could do anything he feel like doing.
So he one of them styles.
When I used to go see Wallow in jail, Wallow was telling me everything that he was gonna do now and came home and did it. That's what I love about this guy.
Wow.
I just DM'd him the other day, you know, and, you know, because when we see each other, you know, we give each other a hug. I love him, you know, it's my brother. But I DM'd him the other day where he got that Leo Cohen YouTube situation. And I just told him, yo, I'm proud of you, bro. Like, you really are what a mogul is supposed to do.
Right.
And it's like, that's where it came from. Wallow was the major figure mind frame. Gilly was the, I'm gonna get what I want type of guy. With them two guys like that together, $1 million worth of game.
And their blood.
It's deeper than blood though, bro. It's about strategy, blood, due diligence,
Trust.
love, trust, honor. With them guys, you know, they sit around and they play with each other on the, you know, the joint, you nut ass nigga, you this, you that, you this, you this. Walk up on them and play with Gil like that. Different. Walk up on Wallow and play with Wallow. A nigga did 20 years in the penitentiary. He not really no joke out this joint. Salute to my brothers, man. But what I'm telling you is at the end of the day, everything is strategized the right way.
Right.
What's
So-
for TV is for TV. What ain't for TV ain't for TV.
Copy that.
So, Wallow goes to jail.
Mm-hmm.
You guys continue on.
Yeah.
Eventually, Major Figgaz, you start dropping singles. You get into issues with state property. What happened?
The issues with state property came from this thing that Sun Tzu has in Art of War called divide and conquer. We disagreed with Hov, like I said, which was the worst mistake I ever made in my life. I'm not gonna speak for everybody else. I ever made in my life.
Right.
And he showed you what divide and conquer was. You don't go against the machine. The machine is already oiled. It's already ready to go.
It's going.
It's going. It's there. Mav, say it again. It's what?
It's going.
Yo.
That's fact.
Yeah, but, you know.
So you disagree with Hov, and then what happened? I'm assuming this is after all the situations with Undias and Entertainment fell
No, it's
through.
all around the same time, like I said.
Oh, damn.
It's
It was all like a
Collision.
flurry. It
It's
was all like a
happening
flurry.
simultaneously. It's all the same time. It's like, you know, you don't get a chance to do this, that. You get a chance to do what you're supposed to do, and that's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no separation with that shit. It happened, and it was like, we made bad decisions. I made bad decisions because I can't continue to say we if I was my own man and I didn't choose to speak up and I let somebody else speak up for me.
Right.
So I made bad decisions because at the end of the day, Jay had a very, very strong interest in me, which he knew and he saw something that I didn't see within me. And I should have listened.
So after you turned down Jay-Z's deal, that was the disagreement. What happened after that?
After we we didn't turn down Jay-Z's deal. Jay-Z offered to buy me and Spade out of our contract, and he said no.
Right.
Which kept making things harder for me because I'm like, well, I fuck with Jay and Dame. Why can't we go over here and do music? You know what I'm saying? I thought music was like, you just do it where you want to do music, whatever studio you in.
Was this before or after the Pokey Poke?
The who?
The Pokey
Pokey
Poke.
poke.
Oh, this was before the Pokey Poke.
This was before the Pokey Poke.
Yeah, before. Before he called and said, yo, B, I got stabbed. Yeah, before his blood was in the whatever club they was in.
Wow.
It was before that. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, it was like, you really can't do nothing. No cash money, no nothing. We don't give a fuck about none of that.
So Cash Money Records also wanted to do?
Yeah, a couple years later, yeah.
Is that how the relationship with Wayne and Gilly
fell out?
formed through the? Oh, that was something separate then.
The relationship between Wayne and Gilly formed because if you watch an interview Turk got with this guy, Mikey T, the movie star, you watch this interview, he'll tell you that they came to Philly looking for me. Cash Money were my friends before they was anybody else friends from Philadelphia.
So Lil Wayne came looking for you and
No, Baby came looking for me.
Wow.
So it was the two-way pager era.
Yeah, remember.
I get a text on my joint that say #1 stunner. I didn't know who the fuck that was. Happened to be
Baby.
Brian Williams, Baby. You know what I'm saying? Stunner. He hit me up and was like, yo, I want to come to Philly. I want to holler at you in Spade. I seen y'all freestyle in front of this green truck, and I want to fuck with y'all, you know what I mean, on the music. And at the time, we signed to Entertainment, and everybody else in the Figgaz didn't have no opportunity or no situation for nothing. So me being a nigga that was around for a little while, I'm like, damn, I know how to do this. I'm going to stay over here, do my group situation, and then we'll offer somebody a situation over here. So the beef between Jay and us got so crazy that we were supposed to perform at Powerhouse in Philly. If y'all know what Powerhouse is, Powerhouse is like the biggest show in Philly.
Yeah.
Jay said if they perform, I'm not performing. So who you think they was gonna go with? They was gonna go with Jay, right?
Right.
So they didn't let us perform at that joint, and Cash Money came to town to do the Cash Money Rough Riders tour, and Baby allowed us to perform. That was when I introduced everybody to my homie, which was Baby. You know what I'm saying? I introduced him. Gil took a solo situation over there and went over there and did what he had to do after leaving Suave House with Tony Draper.
So the relationship still kind of, the genesis came from your dynamic with Baby for the most part.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was coming from that. It was just a simple fact. I was just one of them type of niggas that anybody that wanted to hear some bars, I was spitting that shit. I was spitting bars. So it was like when Baby came to Philly and offered me an opportunity to come out and chill with him, I left and went on a Rough Riders tour with them. And about 4 or 5 months later, we ended up on the tour in Philly. But I already was dealing with Baby at the time. Baby it still is my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, Weezy, Baby, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they are people that I introduced to people, and it was like I said on the phone with Math earlier, I said, I gotta start learning how to detach selfishness with good business moves.
Right.
I thought Gil was being selfish by taking a solo deal down there. It was like, what the fuck else was he supposed to do? Get money for your family.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I looked at it as, damn, I thought it was Major Figgaz cash money, and it wasn't. But again, was the cause of us not being able to do what we needed to do. Because once again, he assumed that Charlie Baltimore was fucking with Baby.
Damn, Baby.
What? I didn't know he was gonna drop that bomb. Like, yo, damn.
Now, you gotta balance it out though.
Yo.
What?
That's crazy.
Yeah, we're thinking, man.
Is it jealousy for himself or is it love for Big? Which one?
But he said he was fucking with Charlie Baltimore.
He was,
Yeah.
Oh, he said,
It's not because of Big's legacy.
Who
He's
said that?
enjoying the
I
pussy.
don't, no, didn't you say that
clearly.
I wasn't supposed to be fucking with girl?
Hold on.
Oh,
Mav,
I
was wrong.
Mav, tell him what I said, because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna reiterate.
it was an assumption.
No, I'm not. Clearly,
It was an assumption.
I've seen dudes like a girl a lot that
If my man-
they never smashed, right? But this
I
is,
can't say he did or he didn't.
No,
What I'm saying to you is that
This
was
is
another
overboard.
person who he thought that was dealing with Charlie Baltimore, and here comes another problem. You feel what I'm saying?
So he has a deep feeling for this woman beyond what it is for Biggie Smalls.
Well, how real is that?
And what you mean, how real? Like, give me the context.
Me and Math, we create a relationship.
A bond, yeah.
That turns into brotherhood, that turns into, I'm gonna kill for you, you gonna kill for me.
Yeah.
Right.
His wife comes and he dies. And I try to fuck his wife. What is that?
Fuckery. That's
Okay,
disloyalty.
so the assumptions, even the assumptions is fucked up.
Yeah, but see, that dynamic is different.
No, it ain't.
No, listen, let me finish. Then versus, she's already been mourning, she's allowed to move on. So
He's dead.
that's what I'm saying. So
He's
why is he
dead.
worried about what his man's wife's pussy is doing?
If he's
after a
not
while?
smashing it.
Right.
If he's not smashing it.
Because he's infatuated with the
Thank
situation. So my thing is,
Yeah.
even whether it happened or not, is an infatuation that shouldn't be an infatuation because
we agree
that's
right there.
your folks, people. So my thing is, another thing,
I didn't understand the angle.
so another thing was, even if it was assumption or not, you still thought that something was going on where you made it as to where even your artists couldn't be a part of certain things that was gonna help us grow. So what he did was he would allow us to do projects with them, but then when it came to the publishing end of it, he would beat them over the head. Another person, Baby, tried to buy us out of our contract with he would not sell us. He wouldn't sell us. And I'm like, why but then I thought about it like, why would you let us go? We hot. That's what I thought as a kid.
Get an override.
No, that's what I thought as a kid. And so
I got you.
now I know that it was about this bullshit that you assumed. One thing I can say, Charlie Baltimore, whether we talk or not, that's my sister. She don't fuck everybody, bro. She don't. She's a bad bitch. You don't gotta give everybody pussy. I'm just keeping that a stack. And we're gonna leave it at that. I
Copy
ain't even
that.
gonna get into it. We're
Yeah.
just gonna leave it at that. Charlie, look at this. He
I'm
like this.
saying, I gotta get on the show.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying,
Gotta
we
get
gonna
on the
make.
show.
Well, I got you. I'm gonna push hard for that.
Right.
But my thing is, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna talk down on my sister. My sister's a bad bitch, and at the end of the day, niggas wanted to pop her.
Right.
What I can say is, I never did nothing with her.
But didn't Charlie's Baltimore's boyfriend at one time have a conflict with Baby and them at the Fontainebleau Hotel at the BMI Awards?
Of course.
That was a big deal, and I recall Charlie's Baltimore's boyfriend get into a fight with a couple of niggas and bodyguards.
Come on, Fussy.
I don't know his name,
All
but
right, well, it's Fussy. Fussy was the nigga that, at the end of the day, was her husband. That was the
husband.
only
There you
nigga
go.
that
She had a baby
She
with him,
didn't
right?
even have. No.
Okay.
No.
I know you know. I'm just asking.
Charlie got 2 kids, Siani, my niece, and India, my niece. And at the end of the day, India is a Tom Ford model, and, you know, her other daughter is one of the most popping DJs that you can find because she's a female DJ. You feel what I'm saying? And you being in the DJ world, you understand that females are far few and in between in that world. My thing was, back to the topic, made a lot of drastic decisions upon him wanting to be with Charlie Baltimore.
Okay.
That's where the problem comes in at. Because once again, like I said, you my brother, we grow into a brotherhood. This is where I kill for you, you kill for me. Your wife is off limits.
Maybe he felt differently because Big was gone.
No, it don't matter. Even the thing about it is principle is principle. And my thing is, I can't say he messed with her or he didn't. What I'm saying is to think
You have the chance is disgusting.
is
Yeah.
Big flipping in his grave 100 times because he looking at you like,
You could have 1,000 million chicks.
no, you
Why
got
have to have
64 million.
that
Why you
one?
gotta fight? He was left eye. Left eye was his girl at one time.
Well,
Yeah, Lisa Left Eye
didn't know
Lopez
that,
was his
okay.
girl at the time.
I didn't know
Wow.
How the fuck y'all ain't know that? Look at Ladies Night video.
that. I didn't know.
Who you think shot that?
Oh,
Unshot
that.
Ladies
I
Night
forgot.
video.
I forgot unshot that.
Look at Mav. Yeah.
I forgot he
it's-
shot that.
Yeah, he shot that. video.
I thought he shot it because of Little Kim was in the video. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah.
See, I didn't know all that other shit.
Nah.
Amazing.
You should see Matt Opry. Yo.
Nah, salute to Lil' Kim, but that wasn't his.
Oh, yeah, wasn't Little Kim on the label with you too?
Nah.
Nah.
Oh,
She
okay.
just had her part of Undias Entertainment where she took and did what she wanted to do with it.
All right. So from there, how did the situation with state property develop?
Just us being young and competitive, thinking that at the end of the day, we had to show who was better to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, I've been drinking Hennessy, succeed.
But it wasn't no street beef.
Yeah,
It got to that
it
point?
was street beef. Spade did 12 and a half years behind that.
Wow.
Against state property?
I just rather say Spade did 12
Understood.
and a half years.
Because of
You know what I mean?
I get-
situations like
yeah.
that.
The demographics of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, one thing about it, I don't stand on nothing I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't stand on shit that don't got nothing to do with you. And if Spade doesn't tell you the demographics on it, I can't tell you the demographics on it because that would make me a fake bitch ass nigga.
Right.
So bottom line, it was a lot of street shit that was going on with that. Spade did 12 and a half years in the penitentiary behind it. And we were stupid as a city for going against each other. And now Freeway is my friend, Beans is my friend, PD Crack been my friend since we was 14, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We learned from our misfortunes. And that's where that lies at.
You know, the ill thing about all the stories that I hear in the shop from different artists is not just the ignorance to what the business really is, or the naivete of
What is that?
naivete I know it might not be a word.
No, it's
No,
a
it's a
word.
word.
It's a
It's a
word.
word.
But it's a
Yeah,
word.
you good,
Definitely
man.
a word.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, you good.
Good?
Yeah,
Trust
you
me.
good.
All right, cool. Space, just put it at the bottom.
Put that
Naivete.
in the comments. If naivete.
No, it's
Naivete.
definitely a
Naivete.
word. Naivete.
Naivete.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
naivete is a word,
Yeah, it's a word.
Yeah.
you just fucked me all the way up because I want that. Can I have that?
You can have that word.
It's been
My
around
God.
for a
Have
minute.
that word.
My God.
Naivete.
I'm gonna tell my wife tomorrow. You being naivete.
You just be naive.
You being
Naivete
naive.
is
But
It's a
with
different
all
way.
all the
Go on.
business situations that people are unfamiliar with, so many artists getting a lot of money and being part of these huge situations and trusting people and finding out, it doesn't reflect loyalty, it doesn't reflect this, it doesn't reflect that.
Why I keep looking out the window like that?
That's
y'all?
a Brooklyn thing.
They're just
Brooklyn
watching.
thing.
They're just
I-
watching.
but
If
listen.
Bigger was here, he'd be doing it for us. So
Yeah.
he's not here.
Let
so
me tell you this, right? Whatever God got planned for you is already gonna happen. Fuck that window.
Right.
It's a thing.
No, that's
It
when
just
you
is what
fucking
it
them
is.
fat bitches back in the day. Nasty motherfucking Heineken. Fuck it, you think I'm a nut or something? Like, we ain't doing that. Yeah, that's just, you think, you looking for fat bitches
but the-
walking past.
but the part of it-
No, I'm sorry.
The part of it that's always new information for me is what was going on in these artists' personal lives while the shit was going on.
Right.
Now, we had a couple of conversations. In 2014, you said your mother passed away.
Yeah.
And dealing with that pain, like so much of us, we turn to other things.
Yeah.
You turn to lean.
Man, it was lean, it was Percocet, it was Xanax, and it was cocaine at the end of the day. Like I don't lie about nothing that ever happened in my life. I mean, I lift every voice in pain. You know what I'm saying? I won a Golden Nose Award for about 6 months straight. And it was due to me trying to self-medicate myself and
Get
try to
past it.
fight what's going on when subconscious exists. And I never paid attention to that.
Right.
So it was like, that's why a lot of the years that you didn't see Dutch or Dutch doing what he was supposed to be doing was because I didn't understand who I was. You know what I'm saying? I was lost. I was actually in a position where I didn't care if I lived or died. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's able to pick up the phone and call their mother, cherish that moment. Because the moment that the woman that you first learn how to love leaves this earth, it will change you. And I want every black man in this world to pay attention to your subconscious. That's the shit that happens when you go to sleep. You're still alive, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing that's the recorder that's recording everything. And if you don't pay attention to how much or what type of content is going in there, eventually it becomes overpowering because it is the voice that constantly talks to you. And people don't understand that. A lot of my rebuilding of myself came from me having to refill my mind with positivity because I've been surrounded by so much negativity. I've heard so much negativity. People telling me, oh, you ain't gonna be shit. Oh, you fucked up nigga. Oh, you this. Oh, you know they ain't never gonna let you win.
The rhetoric.
You know
The
what I mean?
rhetoric, yeah.
All that shit, whether you ignore it or not, it's sitting in your mind.
Festering.
And the moment that you become weak,
Festering.
that's what takes over.
Right.
It becomes a cloak.
Festering.
It becomes a cloak over your eyes.
Yeah.
And you can't see nothing else. People will meet you in the streets and be like, yo, you my favorite rapper. Can't see it.
Blinders. You got
see it.
complete blinders.
And you'll tell them.
And you know what's so crazy about that is that a lot of my friends don't even know to come to me and say, yo, bro, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because they still could call their mothers. But when they lose their mothers, I hope no time soon. I hope their mothers live to 1,000. But when they do, they're gonna come to guys like me and they're gonna ask, yo, How did you deal with that? How did you come through with that? And I'm gonna tell them, because at the end of the day, we don't know how to predict those types of things tearing us out, tearing us apart.
Right.
But it helped me, because it helped me be the man that I am today. I'm drug free. I drank my little brown water, because we don't promote nothing on this show.
Right.
But brown water, man, that's about it, man. You know what I'm saying? I rode up in the car today. It had the most smelling plants I've ever smelled in my life. And I
You don't smoke no more?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
For me, it was my daughter being out of my life for 9 years. Nobody understood.
Salute the baby girl, bro.
I'm going through that right now, man. I ain't heard or spoke to my daughter in 1 year and 7 months. And I was with her for 16 and a half years straight. And we just did a show on the shit, and it was the first time I had a chance to talk about it.
Bro,
Y'all let that out. Y'all let that out. I didn't talk about it.
I don't talk
Nobody
about it.
understood.
He the only
Why
one.
is this guy bugging out? Why is he chasing people down? Why is he knocking niggas out? I was hurt.
Like your heart was ripped out of your body.
But you
son.
deserve that hurt, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Those are reciprocals of us. Those are reciprocals of our life.
Right.
I have a daughter that was born with cancer. I understand you, bro, and you have every right to feel the way that you felt. But like we have these cameras in front of us, and we can say
It's not the
anybody
cameras.
that we offended in that time,
Yeah.
know that
Yes.
we loved
here's the
our
thing.
fucking children.
That's the truth. But hold on,
that's
hold
a
on,
fact.
wait. Hold on one second.
Let's go.
Deeper than that, the reason why people don't know these things, or they don't understand these things, because we come from neighborhoods.
Thank you.
They kind of tell us, the moment you show weakness,
Yep.
the moment you show that you're vulnerable,
Thank you. I was about to just say that. We're not allowed.
Damn.
The black man
Damn.
is not
You ain't
allowed
that
to
guy.
be
We're
weak.
not
You ain't a
allowed
man.
to be.
We're not allowed to
alive.
be that guy.
We're not allowed to be alive.
That's what I was about to thank you, man. The black man
and that's
yo.
something that I feel like, this show allowed me to be vulnerable. And in a way, that's kind of why it's so successful. Because you get to see a different side to somebody that you always thought was one way. You know what I mean? And then other people come on the show, and you always thought it was one way, and you get to see this other side.
Right.
And then people feel, it's like people exhale when they watch. They're like me. They're going through things I'm going through.
Yo.
So let me ask you this: what was your perception of me before I got here? Because I know that I reached out to you, and I wanted to. My thing was, I'm a fan first of the way that you create lyrical content.
Appreciate it.
I'm a fan first of the way that Heineken creates content out of questions. I loved him for 20 years because
He been told me y'all dynamic.
because at the end of the day, this guy was, and he was the puppet master to a lot of the things that were going on in my life.
Right.
When I say that, I mean the artist that I was trying to work with, the producer I was trying to, he was in cahoots with these guys. And it was like, I believe that God doesn't make mistakes.
Not at all.
So this moment, this
It was supposed to happen.
it's,
It was supposed to happen.
it's-
Now, my perception of you was too many letdowns.
Math, why? What, you took a real nigga pill this morning when you woke up? Like I just gotta ask because everybody tries to demoralize people like us, right? I never saw that on your show, bro. And I told you, I've been watching that team, the Arlists and all that, bro. You know that was infant stages of what's going on, bro. I respect, bro. You don't understand, man. Like, I wish I could do what you do.
You can't.
No, I don't want to because that's your craft.
Right.
I just wish that I knew how
But I'm
to
saying
get in the
you.
battle arena. And
let it
someone,
out?
let me say this. Someone DM'd me today and said that 40 cal, whoever that is, I don't know who that is, 40 cal would be a good battle for me. And I wanted to see.
40, was it you, 40? Was it you?
I don't know who it was, but I'm gonna tell you this. Quit while you're ahead. You know?
I didn't expect that.
You expect what? I don't play with this shit.
Quit while you're ahead.
Quit while you're ahead, because at the end of the day, if that's what it's gonna be, I hold no prisoners.
As you should.
I hold no prisoners. I came up here to y'all city to come talk to a gangster. To come talk to a nigga who fuck fat bitches. Y'all pee, please.
Fucking go.
I know you in the bathroom, but I swear I want to end it right there. I just want to end it right there.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Fuck fat bitches.
Space Ghost gonna have to jump cut this and make this.
Nah, Dutch, you gotta come back. You gotta
Oh
come
my
back.
God! So you
Yo,
can't
we
be-
good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm all right. Come on.
All right. Yo, episode 99.
Yeah.
Yo, this shit didn't start off fast, but I swear to God, I laughed.
Yeah, this
Sincere,
was a great
sincere
time.
laughter
This was
and
therapeutic.
tears.
This was
yo.
a great time,
And
man.
honestly, what you were saying before, that shit is tough because the black man always gotta be tough.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about us, bro.
And the moment we show any weakness, we bitch ass niggas, we soft, we hate our mothers, or some dumb shit.
I just really want to say this.
Go for it.
Every time I come here, I never expect what the topics is gonna be and where the conversation's gonna go. The very first time that you had me up here, I felt like, oh shit, I'm gonna get to talk about hip hop. And we talked about Viagra. We talked about the blue check. And then we get to come up here, and I'm not even going to cap. We had a show, and we got to talk about men and fathers and paychecks.
Right.
And I wouldn't think that I would come on this show and Math would say, I ain't seen my daughter in 9 years, because that's a whole nother thing. Like,
Right.
you don't know that side
I'm
of me.
sorry,
Like,
I had to segue into my pee. I tried to hold it as long as
all good.
possible.
We clipping that?
Yeah,
We
please.
keeping that?
It's all good. Like, he knows that side of me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So for you to be vulnerable enough,
What's that, the softer side of Sears?
nah, just about the baby, about the daughter side, about the kid side. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
you know, we
So the
all
fact
empathize with each other.
Yeah, so the fact that you said that, like, bro, I've been going through this for a year, some change, and I said a little piece of it. I just want to say that you got your thing going, and from last year to now, I didn't know nothing about none of this stuff, and your growth from this show, from last year to now, is amazing. It's amazing, and it's remarkable.
some of this up.
And
Yeah.
I don't even think that you even understand all the people that you affecting with this show. Niggas see me right there. I just want to say, niggas saw me in the background when Heineken was up there. Motherfuckers was coming to me like, yo, you moving. You on this show, you on that, and now I see you on Math shit. And I was in the shit.
Salute to all
Yo,
of them.
his cousin called him. Remember when you was like, yo, where's Esther? You should bring him up here, he's funny. And when I pointed, his cousin called him and said, you fucker. You was on Math show, you ain't fuck with Math. I fuck with that nigga. You don't have to tell me when you on the show with them other bitches. But you need to tell me when you with the gangster.
Yo.
I was like,
That's a fact.
Yo,
That's a fact.
listen, I'm grateful.
yeah.
I'm blessed. You know what I mean?
No, Math, I want
My
to tell you
man
this.
Space Ghost.
I want
riding
to tell
with
you
me all
this,
the
well,
time.
Salute to
on
Space,
camera,
bro.
off camera, bro. You actually turned yourself into a business.
Yep.
You went from an artist to a business.
Supply and demand. I think that we need shit like this, especially in the era that we in with social media and everybody faking the funk, everybody trying to look a certain way. We don't have enough people just being real. I feel like everybody that come through that door, I don't know what happens. I don't know if it's a magical barrier where people just sit in this chair and be real.
Be real.
No, I mean, I feel as though that I have to be because you know the truth, whether I tell you the lie or not. You can look at a man and tell if a man is lying or not. I can look. I don't look into the purpose shirt you got on. I look in your eyes.
Right.
I don't look into that dope ass fitted cap. You know what I'm saying? That SO got on. I don't look into the Scully you got on. I look into the eyes of the man.
Right.
And I see what's going on. And I know that at the end of the day, we all could be home with our children and our wives, but we chose to chase this dream called success that we will not stop until we get it.
That's a fact.
We ain't gonna stop until we get it. I ain't gonna stop until I'm on an island.
So, with that being said, what's next for Dutch?
I'm gonna continue dropping these projects. My next project I got, I'm gonna reach back out to my guy, Vinny Idol. Vinny Idol is supposed to
Oh,
be.
shout out to Vinny Idol.
Yeah, Vinny Idol. I was supposed to lock in with him, but I dropped the album in between. But I'm gonna lock in with Vinny Idol. I'm gonna lock in with 38 Special. And you know, I got already one album that 38 Special produced for me. It's called The Trade Bag. I'm ready to drop that in a second. And then I'm gonna lock in with Vinny Idol and keep shit going.
Let's go.
You need to do a record with fucking Math.
Let's go. Let's
Oh,
go.
Yeah, you need to do a record. You talking about 38 Special?
Shout out to Havoc. Shout out to Self Service. They've been feeding me and shit has been
No,
magical.
that's what I wanted to tell you. Havoc is one of like my bucket list guys that I just love for him being who he is, and I just want to hear his beats. Even if I can't get on him, I just want to hear him.
I got you right after this. Heineken. Anything you want to shout out?
Bag Fuel, YouTube.
Bag fuel, bag fuel, bag
You know
fuel.
what I'm saying?
Bag fuel.
Salutes to what's going on. Salute to you and Space Ghost. That 100th show, I've already heard what you have in store for the.
I'm not saying. I wasn't gonna say nothing. That's what I said. I knew he's funny. He an artist. He trying to front like he's still not in that lane.
I'm not even putting it on a flyer, man.
No, I didn't say nothing. I just said you have a surprise.
Yeah, it is.
But what you have in store
I'm letting him finish, man. Let
for
him
these
finish.
fanatics and supporters, yo.
He told you first. That's so.
I got some things going on. First, I want to shout out to my daughter, Randy Parker, since she came up inside the show. You know what I'm saying?
Salute to little Randy.
So Little Randy is her name. Secondly, I got premium sweatsuits and clothing dropping, all types of wild, crazy merch.
I need some stuff.
I got coming all over the place. I actually was gonna bring you some stuff, but I said he might not want to wear another man's name.
Bring that
Am I
shit,
lying?
bro.
Am I lying? I had it for you.
Yeah.
I said this nigga might not want to wear another man's name. But that's a whole nother thing. We got Bag Fuel. We on Patreon.
Yeah.
I got a movie coming out. I got mad stuff going on. Just tap in. I'm modeling and all that. And everything that you see me with, just know my man Heineken is always there with me.
What
whether you see
is
him or not.
what are they talking? Just SO shit?
Yeah.
You know what SO stands for?
Everyone sees
Money and
efficient.
other things. You hear me?
I got you.
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
change it. The money and other
Money and
things.
other
Man.
things.
The
It's not
S-
merch, it's a lifestyle.
the
That's
S
where
is-
we at with it. Trade bag.
Yeah, the trade bag, but right now, I got numbers I could deal without right now, featuring Conway the Machine. I got a little stereo featuring PD Crack and Shaheem the Rugged Child. I got Projectiles and Cognac featuring Big Ooh, featuring OT the Real,
That's a guy.
featuring Jada Kiss. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So
go.
just Google Dutchie, man. Tap into what I got going on. I understand that I'm not going to stop until I'm able to give my children what they deserve, and that's not just a name.
And that's all we ask.
Can I ask a cliche question?
What's that?
Hold on. Taking yourself and Spade out, the 4 Mount Rushmores of Philly.
That's a good one.
Will Smith,
Okay.
Beanie Siegel,
Bang.
Freeway,
Bang.
Gilly?
Got Will.
$1 million worth of game.
There you go.
Okay, I got you.
Shout out to Gilly. Shout out to Wallow. Episode 99. We out.
Damn.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in